And we are back. How are you doing, guys? Welcome back to Uncle Bruce here, Stock Markets with Bruce, as we cover the last hour of the market. Today, we cover the first hour of the aftermarket, and we're covering GameStop cover to cover here. We're going to see what the company has to say. They've got to release their financials. They're going to do that just after the bell.
And we're covering GameStop
And then after the bell, they'll cover their numbers. Then they'll get ready for their conference call somewhere around 5 o'clock Eastern. We're going to try to cover that for you live and see what they have to say and kind of go from there. I just was watching just a few minutes ago. I don't know if any of you were watching it. CNBC had an analyst on the air talking about GameStop coming up with the financial reports and what they have to say in the open market call, that conference call. And basically, the analyst has a $16 price target on it. I'm going to give you three guesses what the analyst thought of the price of the stock right now and where the analyst thinks it's going and what the analyst feels the company has to say to justify the current price. Basically, nothing. This analyst was completely... This company's a dead duck. She doesn't think that the stock, the company will even survive. That they might not make it. They've had all kinds of foul ups in the past. No confidence in current management, and they have done apparently a deep dive into the financials of the company, and they're coming up with just disaster after disaster. I'm kind of going really. Okay, you're entitled to your opinion. The stock, she was able to talk the stock down to 179, 178, something like that. I think the low of the day here was just talked down to 177.55. Got it down to 177.55 on this one-sided interview. They didn't have on anyone else that thought anything positive of the company. They had on Tyler Matheson and this analyst, and it was just a bad news segment. That was it. That was all it was. No one else anywhere to talk about anything. Nothing else. And the stocks bounced back $5 in about 2 minutes from that little hit job. It just blows my mind how relentlessly CNBC is attacking this company and its shares. Look, I understand if a company is a poor performer, and it doesn't generate a profit and it doesn't have prospects, yeah, go after it. But, when a company makes serious management changes, there's a new shareholder in town, new board directors, new complete, middle management, and now new, you gotta kind of pay attention to what might be happening here, but no one seems to want to be doing that. And it's just a one-way street over there. And again, they refer to you guys that watch me and follow this company. They refer to you as the Reddit crowd. Just complete. How do I say this? I'm trying to give an image to you. It's kind of like you're robots that can't think for yourselves, will not pay attention to reason. You'll just buy whatever you want to buy, and you'll ignore everything that's to be ignored, and you'll just blindly follow the leader. Well, there is no leader. There's no Messiah leading this company and leading 9 million Wall Street bettors into this company. Everyone does it on their own. They gather up information. They gather up the research they can. And what kind of research you're going to get if you're going to watch, you're going to listen to some of these Wall Street folks. It's all negative. You're not going to get the any kind of the other side of the story or any kind of company side of the story, because all of these criticisms of this company, no one has interviewed the company. I don't know. I gotta go. Why aren't any, like, what I'm puzzled by is why don't these people talk to any of the mutual funds that hold this stock? You'd think that a management company, the mutual fund, you'd ask them, well, why do you have all this stock in your account? Like, why can't you figure out why is it that the industry, the institutional market players, why can't you figure out that the institutional market players hold 130 million shares of this stuff? why do you have it then? If it's so bad, why do you have it? It's kind of like someone who criticizes my channel. Why do you watch him if you don't like him? Why do you keep watching this guy? I don't know. 183.69. It's up $6 from this hit piece 6 minutes ago, and that's what it is. I have to call it a hit piece. I don't have a problem with the gal who's the analyst. I don't have a problem with her. She's doing her job. What I have a problem with is the Tyler Matheson and his crew. They wrote a little spiel to introduce her, and the spiel they wrote was so one-sided, negative against you guys, the company, the Reddit crowd. I mean, it is just a one-sided piece, and I don't understand why these guys keep attacking the viewers that watch their network. I don't get it. It's just because you folks don't own just GameStop shares. You have Apple shares. You've got Alphabet. You have Tesla shares. You have hedge funds. You have mutual funds. I mean, you have index funds. You have ETFs. You invest in all kinds of stuff, and yet these guys are attacking a segment of the market that they're not understanding. They do not get it. How many millions of you folks are out there who are traders? Not that you're day traders or active. There's some of you are, of course, but so many of you are investors that have been forced into this corner to try to acquire stock in the open market and try to grow your portfolio by having to do it yourselves, because Wall Street and all the offshoots of Wall Street have walked away from the small investor. They've replaced human beings that you used to deal with, like me, with computers. And now they're creating these artificial intelligence programs to try to anticipate what your questions are going to be and what it is you want. And when you go to the help center of the whatever investment house you're dealing with, you're typing, you're not talking, you are typing questions to somebody that is possibly 12 time zones away, being paid $2 an hour. And those folks are giving you answers from a preset list of answers that are available for whatever question you have, because they are in no position to in any way help you, and they're certainly not licensed in any way to be giving financial advice. They're simply employees of an answering service entity that is made to appear to you like you're getting help from a help center from your investment entities. And this is the cheapifying of the business, and this is the Wall Street people making decisions as to who they want to talk to and who they don't. And they're not interested in dealing with investors of under a certain dollar amount. You're just not going to get the service. It's just mind-blowing to me. In the meantime, here we are in the middle of this minefield of the markets and the indexes and interest rates and stimulus programs and you name it, trying to make heads or tails of what to do with our funds and how to handle them. And I'm just trying to help you read between the lines, guys. It is just unreal. 182.55 on GameStop. We have 52 minutes to go until we close out the day. I'm going to guess, again, I'm just a guy giving you a play-by-play, more like a color commentary of what I see going on. I'm guessing that the financials will be received in several ways out in the media. The minute they hit the market, the minute the company releases their financials, they'll show up on CNBC. There will be several reactions. The first reaction will be, these are terrible, and that they show a company on the decline. That's your first camp right there. Count on it. They're out there. Then there's the second group that are going to go, well, they were really bad because of COVID, and they have not recovered all the way. And that'll be your second group. And that leaves open the interpretation of, well, okay, who hasn't suffered from COVID? Who, as a retailer, wasn't shut down somewhere in the United States for some amount of time, and who hasn't fully recovered yet? Well, maybe like most retailers have not yet fully recovered, but give us an opinion on how these guys are doing, and you're not going to get that. And then you're going to get the others who are going to go, these are irrelevant. The company is still on a 10-year slide and will never recover. Let's hear what management says. So going into the managed presentations, they're going to be given just a raw bunch of Scott Coleman. Thank you, Scott Coleman, for that donation. I see it today on PayPal. Scott Coleman is there every day with a donation on PayPal, and I always forget to mention it. Thank you. I see. Now we're going to go to management on this conference call, and let's see what they have to say for themselves. Like, We, the jury, have found you guilty, but we're going to listen to your evidence now before we really find you guilty. It's kind of like going to trial in China. You get charged with a crime in China, and we're not going to show you the evidence against you because that's a state secret. You see, you committed a crime that we can't even talk to you about because it's so bad that we can't. So we're going to do a trial now, but it's going to be in secret because you don't know who the judge is, and we're not going to allow anyone else in. It's just the judge and the prosecutor and your little defense attorney who you've met 5 minutes ago, and you, and then the judge is going to render the decision, but we kind of know what it is. And after the trial's over, we're not going to say why we rendered the guilty verdict, and we're not going to present the evidence that found you guilty because, you're going to the gallows anyway. So what's the point? You're not going to be around to hear it. Welcome to how we do business. Well, here we go with GameStop coming into the hour. They're going to release their financials, where most analysts are ready to pounce on these guys. People are going, we're not sure if he's going to speak. We're not sure if Mr. Cohen's going to speak or not. Of course you don't. Of course you're not, because you've never tried to find out. You've never reached out to the company to ask. You've never asked to even meet this guy. There's no official interview anywhere from any of you guys to this new management. You guys are just so one-sided against GameStop, you're not even going to talk to them. So I wonder what kind of evidence you're going to present on how their prospects are going forward. I can't wait. The tension is killing me. This is why I'm kind of looking forward to this conference call, because the hope I have, and again, I've been praying for this, there will be media covering this story that have not already prejudged this company, and they're coming out going, well, I want to hear what they have to say. Let's hear what the management of the company has to say, and where they think their prospects are, and where they think they're headed from here. Let's have an open mind. Why? What do we got to lose? We're all just trying to get by here, and that's why I'm kind of curious to see the next 3-4 days fallout from here. How the street anticipates and interprets how GameStop is being viewed and perhaps judged upon, or there will be some analysts out there will say, or bloggers who are going to say, well, what they said at the conference call was really interesting and was a definite departure from the past. Now going forward, let's see if they can execute on this plan, because if they can execute on this plan, this could be really something. Let's see how this goes. I don't know. I'm just wondering. Those of you out there who are asking, how can you become a member of this channel? You don't know how to do it. You've been having problems. We get these questions all the time. What I will mention to you, number one, the easiest way to become a member of this channel is get to a laptop, turn on YouTube, get to this channel, sign into your YouTube account, sign in, and go to this channel, and you'll find the join button right there beside the subscribe button. Hit the join button and you can join in. And that's the easiest way. The second way is to use your phone, but use it in a desktop mode. For some of you, that's impossible to figure out, and I get it, because it's impossible for me to figure out. But some of you, you're just able to, oh yeah, desktop mode, Then you can sign in and do that. That's what I would recommend you do, how to become a member of this channel. And I thank you, all of you who are becoming members of this channel, while I just babble on here. Flippin' Birdies, thank you to the moon. Thank you very much. Wally's World, hi Bruce, does the short thing kick in? 10% from prior market close, or for the day? It was prior market close. It did not hit the number. The stock did not drop 10% today. Even during the hit job on CNBC, it did not drop 10% on the day to hit the short sale restriction number. So it's still on. It's still just able to trade like normal. We're at 181.19. It was supposed to hit that 175 range. It only got down to 177.50. And I think there was so much buying waiting between 177 and 176 and 175, everything above 141, that the selling couldn't knock it off, couldn't knock it through. And the stock has not dropped 10% today. So it's now 81.50, down 8% on the day. Volume, 8 million shares. No volume. Again, it is not trading very heavily here. And it's because people are just waiting. They're just waiting for the show to begin. So we'll see what's going on there. We got Shane. I'd like GameStop to hit SSR before conference. Well, it didn't happen on the last shot, but they ain't over. The day ain't over. It could well do this in the aftermarket or might not. I don't know. Jay MacArthur, hi, Uncle Bruce. My better half is also called Jen and loves your show. She owns more GameStop than I do. well, I can tell you, all I can say for you folks out there is if you believe in the corporate story long term, where they're going to take this company and how they're going to take it there, then sit tight and watch the events here, because I'm not sure what kind of shenanigans we're going to see. We're certainly not seeing volume shenanigans. We're not seeing heavy, violent movement and shenanigans. It's quite calm. The stock had kind of hit the low of that 180 something range, and then it got back into the 195 range for a while, about an hour and a bit ago, and then it's slumped down, and it took the shot from 170 to 190 to 177. But now has jumped back from there to this 180, 82, 83 range. We'll just keep an eye on it. Tim, since there is no set process for a gamma squeeze in terms of time frames, and how much stock can be shorted in terms of volume, couldn't the hedge fund just keep shorting the market indefinitely? The theory is yes, but the reality is no, because apparently there are a number of changes happening behind the scenes that a lot of us don't have to deal with in real life. And this is this failure to deliver thing, this failure to deliver stock thing is moving down the road quite a bit right now, and it seems like we might be very close to a breakout here on that front. Again, I can't give you timing. Ona Hester, thank you for becoming a member, and also Commodore. Can you wish Kara from Vero a happy birthday? Kara from Vero, a happy birthday! Oh my God, I thought she was 19 forever. Welcome and happy birthday. Anyway, I'm waiting for more developments on this failure to deliver scenario to break through. And apparently there are a lot of things happening right now behind the scenes that will possibly affect the future delivery of securities, and also undeclared shorting rules and covering of, and just there's a lot going on there. But I can't put a finite finger on for you. I'm still trying to dig this up myself. Needs more goat yell. Is there any words of wisdom to restore my faith in the market? GameStop has aged me. I'll tell you something in just a sec. Annie, Bruce, have you ever tried peanut butter on everything bagel? I have 10 shares at $80. I'm feeling good. Thanks for everything. Thank you, Annie. I don't eat peanut butter very often. Maybe once a year. I'm not a peanut butter guy. It's just not my stuff. Words of wisdom that might restore your faith in humanity. Let me just say this. Those who are short can only make as much money as the stock goes down. That's all they can make. So if they invest $5,000 in shorting stock, they can only make $5,000. That's on the stock side, obviously. If they own puts, it's a little different because of leverage, but nonetheless, there's only a finite amount of money can be made by those who are against this stock. On the other side of the argument is those who own the stock have no time limit with which to make money on this thing, and they have no upper limit of how much money they can make on this stock. The company, the corporation, the management, they're long. They own this paper. They're running this company. Reagan, hey Bruce, I sent in the PayPal. Thank you, buddy. There are people there are public companies out there where the management combined don't own 1% of the company. All right. And there are big companies that are run by, very competent, pretty good managers, and they kind of know what they're doing, experienced and everything else. But collectively, as a whole, they do not own more than 1% of the company. In this case, at GameStop, the estimates are that the insiders have about 26 million shares out of 69 or 70 million shares. That is over a third of this company. So there is every reason for management to want the stock to do well. They have billions of reasons why they want the stock to do well overall, and they are motivated. They don't need big paychecks. They don't need to get a company's expense accounts. Their upside is in the paper they have, a lot of it, compared to other companies out there where there are companies out there that have such a slight amount of ownership of stock. It's laughable. Marius, thank you for becoming a member of this channel. And also to Brian, welcome to the gang, Brian. I'm glad you can make it. Those of you who are figuring out how to become members, I appreciate you coming here. Squirrel Swirler, FYI opinion, option chain developing from 200. Check Yahoo Finance option chain. Question is for Bruce: is a hot dog a sandwich? And these are deep questions that sometimes need to be addressed on a separate video. Can't be done live because it's just too intense. Back to the management. These guys own a big chunk of this company, and they have every reason why this should go. They have 26 million reasons why they want this stock to go up. 26 million reasons why they would like this stock to rise in value as opposed to just sit down here. Pardon me, I have to take off my clothes. Some of you were asking, can you do one of those things where you take your clothes off for money? And I just do it for free. I don't need any money from you guys. I'm just going to get naked without you. Don't mind me. I'm just going to get undressed here. Hope you're enjoying this because a lot of you have been asking for this. There's skin. Just saying. It's got to get. I just got to get a little warm. I'm getting all fired up right now about GameStop and what's happening at CNBC. I'm not impressed with those guys today. But then I gotta clear up my hair because hair is everything. I'll tell you, woohoo! There we go. Anyway, much better now. A totally different look for me right now, as opposed to what I was doing earlier. Thank you, everybody. Scroller, thanks for being here. Sergio has become a member, and Sergio Hernandez, welcome to the club. I'm glad you could make it. And James Pell, I knew you were coming. It was only a matter of time you'd get here. Finally, you're here just in front of the show. Let's see what happens with the stock and where we're going. 183, 184 on GameStop at the moment as we are coming into the last 40 minutes of trading on the day. The Dow is not helping the overall mood of the market, unfortunately. The Dow is showing a loss right now of about 294 points, which is 0.9%, not quite a percentage point. And we're looking at S&P down 0.75 of a percentage point, down 29.30. We've got NASDAQ down 141 points, down 1%. And oil remains weak, down 388 a barrel, a 6.3% drop. Now, you know what that means. Around your neighborhood, you've probably noticed this over the years. I don't have to tell you this, but just for fun, I like to compare with you guys. You know that when oil goes up $1 a barrel, your local gas station the next day, your gas is 25 cents a gallon more. But then when oil goes down $4 in a barrel price, the next day nothing happens. Your price is still the same for gas. A week later, it's down a dime. A month later, it's down 15 cents a gallon. So just so you know how this works, okay? If it goes up $1 a barrel, your gas price goes up 25 cents instantly. But over a $4, $5, $6 drop, that it takes about 3 months to lose a nickel or two. Just in case any of you kids are curious, I know a lot of you viewers are younger than I am, and you're not sure how this works. This is the history of gas pricing in America and in Canada. We don't want to let this go. We want to keep raking in the cash from those gullible customers of ours. Justin Lane, thank you for becoming a member today of this channel. And also, Michael, how you doing there? Hey, Bruce, I found out that Zyxtra has high-level data clearance for government contracts. That makes SVAC look even better to me. Now, I know this is a really cool SPAC, SVAC. You can get it right now at $9.91. They went public at 10. If they don't do the deal with Zyxtra, you get $10. But they will do the deal with Zyxtra, and Zyxtra cannot keep up with the orders. They have 61 data farms around the world, and they'll building. They will be building many more. And the stock's at $9.90 a share. I can't account for taste. I can't account for mood. I can't account for investors' impatience, I suppose. But this company, you will wake up one morning very soon, any week now, a couple of weeks, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 6 weeks, somewhere in there, you're going to wake up one morning and your SVAC won't be there anymore. The name has changed. It's now called Zyxtra. And it'll be trading at whatever Zyxtra is going to be trading at going forward, with a whole bunch of news releases coming out, because you think these guys are going to remain quiet and not let the world know what they do. Think again. But same thing, Fortress Value, $9.92 on Fortress Value. That's under the $10 level. And VGAC, Virgin Group, Acquisition Group, $10.24, down 22 cents. Gores Holdings, $14.48, down $1.30 today. This is bargain time now. This is on sale. And then we've got Navsite Holdings down to $10.12, down 13 cents. We have Vector Acquisitions down 48 cents at $12.03. All the SPACs are down today. And then we have AMC. What a mess at AMC. What an absolute disaster. Down $1.97 to $10.52. Low of the day, $10.37. It was $14 on Friday. Trying to get through 14. Couldn't do it. Now it's dropped another $3 from there, a 20% drop from 14 and more. Pretty bad shape. 69 million shares as well. Not a lot of volume, but boy, is it weak, like percentage-wise, very weak. GameStop, 185.50 right now, approximately. Volume on GameStop today, 8.7 million, waiting for the financials and the conference call. We are 35 minutes away from that, and I will be here covering the financials and the conference call. Mads Larson became a YouTube member. Thank you, Mads, for joining the gang here. Nice to have you here. Let's see what happens going forward with everything in this market. Unbelievable. No, Sextra that's not how you spell Sextra, you guys. Love when Bruce gets fired up, says SVAC. Just got 5 SVAC. This is a fun experiment. He knows because he controls the price with that magic spaceship stereo behind him. That's right. I got this magic spaceship. That controls everything. It controls your mind. It will make you do what I say. Okay, whatever. Jeffrey, how you doing, buddy? I've learned so much watching you since February. Thank you for making things easier to understand. Any thoughts why VGAC is off its highs? I think there are people out there who were buying these stocks when they announced their mergers. And they thought that because they announced it, that the stock would go to the moon right now. That this is it. Here we go. What they forgot, or what they weren't told, unless they were watching yours truly, is that they weren't told that these companies that merge together through these SPACs, once the announcement is made, they're not allowed to speak now. They're not allowed to do any press conferences. They're not allowed to do any press releases. There's no material information to be released about the company during this quiet period, because the securities lawyers and the auditors and the regulators are all working together to merge these guys in, get all the paperwork done, all the filings done, zillions of pages of filings. You folks have no idea the amount of paperwork it takes to do SEC filing work. It is just numbing. You got the exchange paperwork, and then you've got to physically do the deal to put it on. This takes 3 months, and there's a quiet period of 3 months, and we're in the middle of it right now with all 6 SPACs I've been recommending. They're all in the quiet period. So that's why I'm talking, but no one else is talking, because they're not allowed to talk. What happens if Citadel files for bankruptcy? I would guess that by the time Citadel filed for bankruptcy, that 100 other firms will have filed for bankruptcy first. So by the time Citadel rolls around, it'll be such an anticlimactic story, because those guys are so deep in assets and cash. I don't think you're gonna have to worry about that. I'm not predicting Citadel in any way, shape, or form is going to have a financial calamity where they go under. I just don't think so. They're pretty deep and they're pretty solid. But look, let's just go through each day and see what happens, huh? 186 on GameStop. Looks like it's popped up a little higher now, 186. It's inching up towards the close, but that means nothing. The minute the financials are released, 1 or 2 or 10 minutes after the bell, stock could drop $25, just like that. Because we're talking about the aftermarket. Remember, I'm going to be covering the trading of this stock in the aftermarket, which is unofficial trading as opposed to official trading during market hours. But it's real trading. I mean, it's real, but it only gives you an indication. And those of you who are not experienced with this, and I hope most of you will know that when a company makes their financial results known The shares keep trading in the aftermarket, and sometimes you see violent reactions that the next morning don't show up in the trading whatsoever. You'll have this crazy stuff like this going on for 20, 30 minutes in the aftermarket, and then the next morning the stock opens up and it's unchanged. Nothing happened. In some cases, though, it affects the stock badly or nicely. It can go either way. But the guys on TV love this stuff. They love the violent movement of stock. And I can tell you, I'm pretty darn sure that there are directors and producers at CNBC right now and other networks who have keyed up the GameStop chart, ready to roll, watching it do what it does. And they'll be talking to their hosts in their ears. Because remember, most of these hosts, not most, a good number of them have no idea what they're doing. They're just told what to say by the guys in the back. There are people in the back rubbing their hands saying, all right, we got all our headlines here. What happens if good things come from GameStop? Where's that script? Oh, we don't have that script. Oh, what script have we got? Oh, everything bad about GameStop. Oh, yeah, we got that script. Pages of that one. All right, here we go. We got all the one-liners for you. That we're going to pump them up on the telestrator, and let's go crazy and just criticize this company until no end. And then let's objectively listen to them in the after hours for their conference call. After we slam the bejesus out of these guys for 40 minutes, now let's listen to what they have to say. It's kind of like being in a Chinese trial. It's really fun. Anyway. We shall see, kids. You can imagine if you can't read between the lines, you might notice I'm not all that excited about what's happening with the TV right now. Pixel Pony 88 became a YouTube member. Welcome, new YouTube member. Nick, been playing these stocks right here of my favorite games. I bought a new system, nibbling. We have leftover cash. I love this. Yabba dabba doo nee 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 nee. Fantastic, Nick. Thank you. We've got JDG 916. The judges here. What's your opinion on what will happen to GameStop post conference? I've been saying it. Just keep listening. Just don't go anywhere. You're about to get my comment on 182, 183 on GameStop as the stock is already doing this, coming into the close. We got 28 minutes to go, waiting for the final bell to go, and then we're waiting to see what the results. What they'll spill out there at us, and we'll find out. Volume on the GameStop now 8.9 million, not even 9 million shares, barely 9 million shares. Really weak, and volume weak. Amazon AMC 1056 down $1.93. Just hit 1037 low about half an hour ago. Not looking good. That is rough. 70 million shares traded, unfortunately. And the problem with AMC is, as I've been saying earlier, the perception of the market is, what if these variant COVID viruses, and what if all those students that were partying in Florida for spring break, what if they bring back home all over the USA, because they came from everywhere. What if they bring back home the virus and they spread it among family members, and it's a new variant? And these young kids don't feel anything. They don't feel a thing. They're fine. They're healthy as can be. They're strong as can be. They don't get ill with the virus. The virus can't knock them off. But they meet grandma, grandpa, uncle, aunts and uncles, and family members start to get ill, and they start spreading it because everyone's a super spreader. No one knows they have it until they come down with the illness. They feel unwell. That could be, thousands of people down the line. And now what happens if movie theaters and restaurants and other outfits get shut down again? That's bad news for AMC, because these guys need to be open across the board everywhere. We'll see what's going on. Right now, the market is telling you what the market is telling you is not good on AMC. The percentage drop here, a $2 drop practically on an $11 stock. That is a high teen percentage drop right now. That's not good. That is not good. Not enough bargain hunters coming into AMC to save it. They're being overwhelmed with only 70 million volume. That's the other bad thing. It's not like it's 300 million shares of panic selling. It's just 70 million shares. This is technically, I'm not liking this. GameStop 183.09 is where GameStop is right now. We are at 12:34, 34 minutes after the hour. We got 26 minutes to go, and then we are shut down on New York for the day. We'll follow this closely. The Dow still losing ground. Low of the day now. Low levels, 321-point loss, 325 now. S&P down 33 and NASDAQ down 150. The markets are not having a good day today. They're not in a bloodbath, but they are under pressure today, and there are people reassessing their investments at this point to some degree. Cav O'Leary, if GameStop hits 5 figures before a split, my first tattoo will be a bagel, gorilla. Oh, I don't know if you want to do that. Really, I'm not sure if you want to do that, my friend. Let's just see how things go, okay? Let's just see. Corey, thank you, Corey Shepard, for becoming a member. All of you today who've joined this channel again, a bunch of you are joining this channel for the first time. I appreciate it. I'm humbled by that. Those of you who've been ordering product here from my Redbubble store, you guys are awesome. Thank you. You're getting the shirts, you're getting the mugs, you're getting this mug right over here as well. You're getting the GameStop mug. Fantastic. I cannot thank you guys enough for all of that. All right. Let's see what's being said here. Here you go. How many of you would have sold this stock if it hadn't been for our dear funny friend here right in front of you right now? Well, you know, maybe that's true. I don't know. Roaring Kitty seems ready. I might buy more. Let's see what's going on. There's an 80% chance I might not be Ryan Cohen. Okay, hit that beautiful button like that butter. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Bruce, do we retail investors really have any power against the hedge funds? Or is our fate only in whales and sharks coming up to pump and dump? Well, you know, the large investors can move a market with their volume orders, right? A 20,000 buy order can really move a market for a couple of bucks, or a sell order, same thing. 200,000 orders can move markets, but eventually the bullets run out. The machine gun runs out of bullets because these are expensive bullets to fire off. But after that, if you have an army of people, I mean, if there are, like I said before, if in the next 3 days, 200 million investors hear about the GameStop story from that conference call tonight, and they're reading stuff like Ryan Cohen's plan for the future, Ryan Cohen's the company's plan to as they're converting over into digital, the possible. All the possibilities, all what could be happening here going forward. Enough of those people to realize, you know what, I think I'm going to buy some of this stuff because it's sitting here at this level, or even if it drops off tonight, let's say it goes down to 150, it goes to 125. I don't know. There could be millions of investors who are going to say, I'd like to get 5 or 10 or 20 shares of this stuff at 120, 125, 130. I don't think they'd get in. I don't think they could get it. There's not enough of it to come in. I don't think the hedge funds will have enough stock to sell to the masses that would want it. But again, it's not happening tonight. That's the catch. I think we're dealing with the next several days. Tomorrow will be a very interesting day for GameStop because it'll be the morning after. We've had time for a lot of folks to wake up and go, hey, what happened to that call last night? I was busy, or I didn't hear about it, or what have you. What's Uncle Bruce saying? What's the market saying? What are vloggers and bloggers saying? And the Motley Fool people and all these other writers for all these other entities are all going to come out with their, the numbers didn't look good financially, but boy, there's some pretty neat stuff happening in the conversion of this company going on here. And if the company starts doing what I think they're going to do, which is a series of announcements on a weekly basis, they're going to start coming out with major corporate development news. This will pound the nails into the foundation to make the foundation even stronger, where people are realizing these guys aren't stopping. They're not stopping. They're not giving up because some analysts don't like what they're doing. These guys are moving forward with the vision they have for this company. And I'm going to get in this. I'm getting in here with these guys. I'm going to give them a couple of years. I'll give them a whole year. I'll give them 8 months. I'll give them 2 months. I'll give them 6 months. I'll give them 9 months. I'll give them 15 months. I'm going to give them time to develop on this plan, because they're just coming up with announcement after announcement after announcement, hires and hires, picking off people from various companies to transform the company into a digital company. If enough of those come around, the army of small investors can overtake this entire thing. We're talking about, again, got to come back to this reality here. There's 70 million outstanding. Yep. There's another 100-something million more trading. Yep. Let's add it all up and say it's 200 million shares that are floating around. You know how small that is? 200 million shares floating, total existing stock, 200 million. That is tiny. That is a small company on the New York Stock Exchange. This is one of the smallest listings, smallest, tightest held share listings in the entire market on New York. It's very, very small. There are companies worth far less money with 700 million shares outstanding, 2 billion shares outstanding, with gazillions of shares. There are penny stocks out there with 500 million shares outstanding. All right. This company at 182, there's only 200 odd million floating around. And I say only because it is a small amount of stock. You have, I don't know, 10 million small investors globally that each want to buy 10 shares of this stock. That's 100 million shares of buying power coming in here. That's half of everything. You get 20 million people that want to buy 30 shares each, average. That's 600 million shares. I don't know where you're getting it from. It's not available. So the small number of people can overpower this stock, and it would make the hedge funds now have to decide: are we going to play along and quadruple our short position to keep this stock down here? Because that's what it'll come down to eventually. They'll come to a point where they're going to sit here and go, we're short 5 million shares of stock, whatever price it is. In order for us to help keep this stock from taking off, we have to go to 20 million shares. Are we prepared to short 20 million GameStop? And every other fund in their own way, from 50,000 shares short to 5 million shares short, whatever their numbers are, they all have to ask the same question collectively, because somewhere 100 and something million shares have come out of the ether, have been created out of thin air, and there are short positions in options and failure to deliver and declared shorts and ETF, whatever else. There's a lot of stock out there that has not been delivered to the clearinghouses for settlement. And if a whole army of small investors coming on in here and they're each trying to buy $500 to $5,000 worth of this stock, cash, Houston, we got a problem. And there's no way there's enough paper. But is it justifiable for 10 million people to come in an hour from now or tomorrow during the day to buy up all this stock? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on what kind of a hurry are you in. Are you expecting the stock to double tomorrow? Or are you thinking 6 months from now, this company is evolving into what they want to become, an e-commerce seller, as they sell off their stores and close out their store? Do you want to be around for that long? A lot of you are saying you want to be. Well, the test is coming. We'll see what gives. We've got 18 minutes to go until the close. The Dow is down 325. Not sure if we've hit the low for the day. We're now down 337. This might be the low of the day. I'm not sure. S&P down 35 points. NASDAQ down 157. Those are the figures of the market, which means that most stocks that I'm watching with you are in the red. It doesn't matter if they're a SPAC or if they're GameStop or anybody else. Everyone is in the red, or mostly everyone is in the red, like Airbnb, DoorDash, Moderna is in red, DraftKings is down, Snowflake is down. Netflix is up $15 and Google's up $18. Where American Airlines, Sun Life, Royal Bank of Canada, Twitter, eBay, Facebook, Walt Disney Company, Goldman Sachs, Nvidia, Cisco, all in the red. Amazon up $35, Walmart up $1.50, Costco up $5, JP Morgan in the red. Target up 47 cents. Carnival, Norwegian, Royal down. Royal taking it on the chin. It's an 83.86 market right now, down $5 a share on Royal. Norwegian down $2 a share to $26. Carnival down $2 to $25.35. Why? Because the CDC is not giving them the green light to sail out of the United States. If this bitter reality keeps coming back, they keep waking up to it. Investors want to ignore it, but it's real. The CDC will not allow cruise ships to sail in and out of the U.S. right now. No matter how much lobbying they're going to do at the Biden administration, it's not going to happen. These shares are way overpriced. We've got Bumble down 286, the hot IPO that went public at 43 and opened at 80 something. They're at $65. BlackBerry at 1006, down 65 cents. Bed Bath & Beyond down $1.80 to $30 a share, $29.94 actually. Tesla down $9. Apple down $1. Microsoft up $1.72. The Dow down 355. Pretty well the low of the day right now. IBM down 31 cents. There's stability for you. And over at Home Depot, up $1.09. 2 weeks ago, it couldn't get a win. Home Depot couldn't go up $1 for like a week in a row. It was just getting pummeled. And I'm just going, it's a buy. Now it's going up in a down day. So there you go. There's your turnaround right there. Vanek Vector Semiconductor Fund down 634 because a lot of the computer companies are off today. And then we've got the SPACs, Fortress, Starboard, VGAC, and Gores all off today. Some pennies, some a little more. And we're coming right back up to GameStop, 184.39, 184.44, 185.43. This is where we are right now on GameStop, coming into the last 15 minutes of the day, waiting to see what the results will be, the financials will be. And we're patiently waiting it out. Over on AMC, down $1.90. Man, oh man, 10.59, down $1.90 a share. Pretty ugly. 72.3 million shares, low of 10.37 today on AMC. So it's taking it on the chin for sure. Let's see how everything plays itself out. I can tell you right now, GameStop cannot rely on a big, fat, juicy, great day on the Dow or NASDAQ for any momentum of trading. So people who are going to want to buy GameStop in the aftermarket are going to have to really want to buy for a good reason. And I'm waiting to see the short sellers and the attackers see if they can chomp at this thing right away and try to drop this market on the aftermarket. Remember, there are a ton of option players on GameStop. They're put holders and call holders. And the put buyers have really loaded up on this stock a few days ago. They absolutely got ready at the $200 range, wondering if this stock would be attacked the minute they release their financials, but before the conference call begins. And then during the conference call, who knows what's going to happen. Bottom line, though, is you're a put holder or a call holder, you can't make any money. The contracts don't trade in the aftermarket, just the stock. We have to see what the stock does in the morning. And it'll be interesting to see if shorters and enemies of the stock will try to drive it down first and then try to keep it down during the conference call so they won't let a recovery come in. Then tomorrow in the pre-market, try to keep it down versus those who are going to hear what the conference call is all about and wonder, no, I kind of like what I'm hearing from these guys. I like this Cohen guy. There might be nibblers trying to get in here to buy some stock late today and in the early market tomorrow. And then the first thing in the morning, the stock might open right around where it is here. And the put contract speculators aren't making the score that they were hoping to score on. I'm thinking in my mind that they are thinking or hoping the stock will go down to 100. Then they got a big win on their put contracts if it opens on the New York Stock Exchange at that price. I don't know if that's going to happen. There's could possibly be so many limit orders to buy this stock from retail investors and others who are saying, I'll buy more. You got to go through me to get down there. You got to give me what I want because I don't know if it'll get down there or not. We're going to find out in a few more minutes when this is all theoretically supposed to start. We're now 12 minutes away from the opening of the day. And we're here. We're here to watch it. Dare Hustler, you said hedge funds could double down on shorts again. So could they just delay the squeeze as long as they want, ignoring to might go bankrupt? They can't put the company in bankruptcy. The hedge fund guys cannot bankrupt the company. The company will only go bankrupt if it runs out of money and runs out of ways to raise money. I think they have access to a lot of money if they need it through just existing board of director members. They have lots of cash available to them. They don't need to raise money to survive. They are just going to convert into an e-commerce platform and take the company to another level. So the hedge funds can play all the games they want, but they're not actually going to be able to hurt this company out. I don't think so. Panda, maybe people think they can, but they can't. Panda Bear, FYI, all earnings call is 5 p.m. Eastern, not 4 p.m. Let's go. 5 o'clock Eastern. We've got Me Potter became a member. Thank you, Me, for becoming a member of this channel today. And TBE Bruce at GameStop just tweeted very cryptically, we've sold out all available stock of today's featured graphics cards. That's definitely on purpose. I like that. I like the announcement they made this morning, talking about the departure of their guy, Frank Hamlin. Again, another one of these, we're letting a guy go that doesn't fit our future plans anymore. How do I become a member? James wants to know. I keep mentioning this. Please go to a laptop and subscribe there. or use your phone and go to desktop mode with your telephone, and you'll be able to subscribe easily to us. Justin, hey, Bruce, excited for the GameStop call. You talk like it starts market close, isn't it, at 5 p.m.? The financials come out. The financials come out just after the close. The conference call starts at 5. That's the deal. I'll be here for both of it, for all of it. Can't wait. It's going to be great. I don't know. I don't know how great it's going to be. I mean, you gotta take the good with the bad with the good, the highs, the lows, the highs. You gotta have a steady way about it, and just kind of let it happen. Just, all right, give me your numbers, and then let's hear the interpretation of the numbers, and then watch all the monkeys on the TV try and talk about it. I don't think you're going to find a single positive commentator on CNBC talking about GameStop when the financials come out. Not one. There won't be. I'll be shocked if there's one. And then on the conference call, I'm not even sure they'll cover it. They might cover it with a reporter who will listen to it, and then every 10 minutes they might kick in and talk to you about what they're saying. But the bias is already out there. If you don't already know, most Wall Street-based, Northeast-based media outfits don't like GameStop. They don't like it. They hate you guys. They think you're troublemakers. They think that you're the dumb money, and they still treat you that way. And they talk down to you. I'm just saying they'll vehemently deny it, but oh yeah, the coverage. Oh, it's so one-sided. It's unbelievable. Anyway, there it is. We'll see what's going on. It's just your Uncle Bruce telling you what he thinks is happening. Tin Studio Bruce, I tried to become a member, but I just bought more GameStop. I'm sorry, Bruce. I want to become a member. I just ended up getting more GameStop. What can I say? Interesting. Yes, GameStop. Friendly heads up. We've sold out of PS5 console bundles. That's cool. We're sold out of merchandise. I love stuff like this. I really do. I'm a dumb monkey. Where's my banana? This is how you motivate people to buy more. Thanks, Bruce. Oh, man. Folks, I don't know. We'll just, you just got to sit here and you got to take it. But at the end of the day, the short sellers can only make so much money on the way down. The longs can make unlimited gains. And so the upside is unlimited. So there you have it. 183.29, 183.69. The Dow down 373, taking another shot at the end down. The Dow's really going down here. S&P down 37 points. NASDAQ down 166. Might as well get the flush out now. Dump you guys. Any of those loose hands out there who don't want to hold Apple, they don't want to hold Nvidia. We'll go ahead and sell it. I don't know why. I don't know why you want to sell it. This market's only going higher in the long run. I don't know why they want to sell it. Maybe interest rate fears. Can't say. I'm just following what I'm following here. Nothing more I can do. Oh my gosh, so much fun here at the OK Corral. Yes, what is going to happen with this market going forward, and what's going to happen with this GameStop story today, tomorrow, Friday, Thursday, Friday? We're going to have some. Going to have some interesting times here. Most interesting. Now, someone told me they've made a donation to me, and I just want to see if I can find this. John Rinkus. Hey, Bruce, me and my fiance just made a new GameStop sea shanty. Can you give us a shout out? My channel is Ragnarink. Also, GameStop announced today they're doing digital PC downloads, which is huge. Very interesting. Digital PC downloads. I'm not sure what all this means, but that sounds pretty interesting. Good luck to you, John, and good fun. Have fun with your channel. Let's see if I can give you a shout out there. Gosh darn it. I'm not doing them, but I'll do this one. There we go. Thank you, by the way, for 1,500 thumbs up so far, you guys. If you can keep them coming in, that would be kind of nice. Appreciate that. There you are. And let's see. Let's see if I can do this like that. And let's go. Okay, and there we go. There we are. Okay, there we go. There's a message going on. Thank you, everybody. We got 1,700 thumbs ups, only 50 down. We have a 34-to-1 ratio, thumbs ups to thumbs downs. I thank you very much for this support. Keep those thumbs ups coming, guys. That would be absolutely terrific. I really appreciate this. Let me get ready for the stock. We're now at 6 minutes to go before the bell. 182.58 or so on the stock right now. And there we go. Thank you to Nick for this donation. The motivation to buy more is you live once and it's just a paper money. No gold backing to the dollar. Celtic, it means you buy a PIN number from GameStop at home. Use the PIN to get the game download. It's an e-commerce at its core. It's e-commerce at its core. Interesting to see that coming out today, just before the earnings. That's interesting. Brian, CNBC recommending travel stocks, even though they're all-time highs with more debt than ever, no sign of pre-COVID revenue. Laugh out loud. They are laughable. I'm telling you, they're so pro-travel when travel is really no guarantee at this point. Robert Smith, thank you for becoming a member of this channel. There's just no guarantee that you can be you just can't guarantee yourself a travel. Dare Hustle, I just want to specify, I mean till the hedge funds go bankrupt. The hedge funds are going bankrupt. Fair enough. I'm with you, buddy. Thank you for being here and sending me these comments just as we're getting ready to cover everything here. We got a lot to watch here, a lot to follow, and please bear with me while I doing what I can here. Wally's World is saying, I can see why those Goldman Sachs kids are just destroyed physically, mentally. The pressure with someone else's money has got to be massive. I don't see how you did it for so long, Bruce. Yeah, it was an interesting time being a broker and a vice president of a brokerage house with 25 of these guys. You're living and dying with these guys, trying to control them and keep them calm and just, be there. It's not easy, but you get used to it and you're either cut for it or you're not. 181 on GameStop. Let the stock do what it does. Let's see here. 4 minutes to go till the bell. GameStop is on the TV right now. They're showing it at 180.52, 180. They're probably talking it down right now on the air, trying to talk it to oblivion on the air, because I'm sure that these guys are all going to give a very, neutral view of what's going to happen with the stock here in a few minutes. I wonder if nothing would please them more to see the stock take a drop today. Would make them so happy. I don't know. I just don't know what I can say about this. Like Forrest Gump, that's all I have to say about that. 178 on the stock. 177.55 has been the low. Volume 9.8 million shares. No volume to really speak of. This is day trading volume. This is just turnover. 178. I think we need a 175 something price to get to the restricted short sell range, and we're not there. 178.68, 178.85. We didn't drop enough to get the 10% drop here. From what I can see, Chevy, we got a new member, Chevy Sandoval. Thank you for joining, Chevy. I'm glad you could make it and join the gang here. Make sure to use your knee logos. We got to hit the knee logos as we're getting ready for the close here. We've got to show the market that we're not afraid of what's going to happen with the earnings. We're not afraid what's going to happen with the stock. So hit your knee emoji right now. Get it out there and get ready for the close. The knee attack. Here it comes. The knee attack is underway. Here they come right now. There's no stopping this thing right here. They think we're afraid. Look at all those knees. Knee. Yeah, try and break through this barrier of impenetrable optimism. Suppose we build a large wooden badger. What about that? We could all get in there. We could wheel into the fort, and then we could come out and attack them, take them over. I'll tell you. Oh my gosh. GameStop Investor Relations have a website with a link to on top to listen to this webcast. How about that? Wouldn't that be great? Or on their webcast, they should be listening to us. We're doing the knee attack. We're not giving in. The final hour trade. There go the knees. The knees are coming. Knee. There's no stopping the knee party here. Oh man, this stock's going to the moon. Oh, that's hilarious. 2,100 thumbs ups, 58 thumbs downs, 40-1 today, practically 40-1 on the upside. Thank you guys. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the logo, hit that emoji if you're a member, nail that thing. Show them what you mean. You mean business. You're not intimidated by this little game they're trying to play with us. Those fools. They are fools to think that we will fall for their tirade and games. We are not going to give in. Scott Common. Thank you, Scott, for your donation on PayPal. As always, you're the man. Thank you. Goodness. Where are we now? Are we just about there? We are closed. Aren't we closed now? The bell's going. The bell is going. Okay, the bell's going. Now it's time to freak out. What's going to happen with the stock? 179.68, 180 range. We're watching it closely, waiting for the financials to be released by the company. We're curious as to when they will actually release them. Will it be now, 2 minutes from now, 5 minutes, 10 minutes? We'll see what happens. We've got the knee attack that took place, and that will make those hedge funds worry. Look at all those knees out there. There's some power behind this stock. 2,300 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Keep them coming in. I appreciate it. We're having a good time here. That's all we can do. We can only try and have as much fun as humanly possible and try to survive this silliness that is the stock market. 181.97. Last trade on New York today for GameStop, 180.94, down 13.55. 181.97, 182 right now in the aftermarket is where it's sitting here, waiting for the financials to be delivered by the company. There's the folks awaiting GameStop. Here are your analysts who are going to talk about it on CNBC. I don't know who they are. I'm not sure. I doubt that they are going to be telling you how great they are. I just don't feel that. You let me know. I can't put the sound on for you, so you're going to have to tell me what you hear from over there. We'll see what's going on. Anyway, kids, we might be having ourselves a lot of fun here. The knees are overruling what any analyst wants to say about GameStop. The knees are in charge. Let's see what happens with the stock. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. 180.45 or so, 179.71, jumping around, waiting for an official release. GameStop to hold their conference earnings call will come up here. That will happen at 5 o'clock Eastern time. That is in 58 minutes, and I will be here to cover it. We'll stay on top of this. I think they're going to have the single largest group of people listening to every word they say in the entire history of this corporation. This should be a lot of fun. We're now waiting for the release of their financials, waiting for that's what they're saying on CNBC, awaiting GameStop to speak. Please tell us what you want us to hear. What is it you want us to say? We'll see what's going on. Oh, it used to be so much easier when I was a child. You know, I lived in a house that had a magic fridge. It was always full of food. The power was always on. The TV always worked. The laundry was always done. I didn't have to fold my clothes, so it was fantastic. It was such an easy time. Now it's not that easy anymore. Now I've got to kind of do everything for myself. I got to watch what's happening here. What can I say? But I might as well hang out with my friends here at this channel who are with me saying "nee" to the world. Yes, we're saying "nee" to the world. We're not afraid of anything. What is the stock going to do? What will the numbers be? How will this react? You couldn't ask for a lousier day, although I will say the Dow did close down 307. It came back a little bit. It was, down to, where were we here on the Dow here? Where's this thing? I got the Dow here somewhere. Oh, there it is right there. The Dow was as low as 32,356. Closed at 32,423. So it did come back 60-something points, but whoop-de-doo, nothing to get excited about there. Here come the knees. The knees are coming. Knee. We are looking for what's going to happen with this stock. GameStop, 181.77 I'm showing right now on the aftermarket. That's what I've got at this moment in time. Keeping an eye open on GameStop. Will they have Will they have the results any moment here? I'm sure they will. It won't, I'm sure, take too long. Waiting for what's going to happen. Looking for takeaways from the stock, from the company. I'm sure the investor relations department is working hard, working with the news services to get the word out, to get the numbers out, and we will see what they say. Oh my gosh. So much fun. So much fun here at the OK Corral. 2,500 thumbs up, 71 thumbs down. Thank you guys so much for this beautiful ratio of ups to downs today. Keep those thumbs ups coming in if you can. Let's get ready for GameStop news, and we'll follow it as best as we can going forward here. We might see a $5-10 reaction on the stock either way. The minute they release it, there'll be that knee-jerk reaction, and then whatever happens after that, we'll watch it, and we'll see what the market thinks, again, of just the earnings. The conference call is at 5 o'clock Eastern. That's in 55 minutes. I'll be watching for that as well, and we'll see what we can do. There you go. GameStop. What is going to be said and what is going to happen with the aftermarket and the pre-market tomorrow, and then all day tomorrow? What kind of a battle awaits us? That is what we are awaiting. Our friends at AMC unfortunately closed at $10.66 on the market, down $1.83. The aftermarket, it's $10.72. It's 6 cents better, but it had a lousy day today, down on 78 million approximately shares traded. The low of the day was 10.37 on AMC. So it's a rough day over there. And what can I tell you? It is what it is. We here at GameStop, following GameStop, 180.92 right now on the aftermarket. It's kind of flat at the moment, waiting to see what it wants to do once they release their numbers. So that's what it is. And we shall see what they want to say to us. Let me take a look at comments. Folks, thank you for sticking around and hanging out with me today. And we'll see what's going on. Bruce is unstoppable today. Are you going to this live stream meeting? I will be watching it on another device, and I'll be commenting on it right here. So I'll give you my 2 bits worth as this thing is kind of rolling along. We're waiting for results to be issued. The Dow suffers worst day in about 3 weeks, and oil ends in correction territory as investors parse the Yellen-Powell testimony today. That's probably what caused this market to do what it did. Oil down $4 a barrel. So tomorrow, gas in your town will be down 1 penny. There you go. Fantastic. Jen, love your channel, Bruce. I want to shout out all fellow Diamond Hand apes. See you on the moon. Stop Asian hate and stand against racism. Can't argue with any of that. Amen to that. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. I already don't like the analyst on CNBC. I already don't like this analyst. Yeah, get used to it. Get ready. Oh man. What can I say? We're in for all kinds of activity here. Let's see what happens. Knee is what we're talking about right now. Knee. Waiting at the moment for a GameStop financial release. WH, can you explain what to look for in the earnings? I'll do the best I can when I see them. We're going to see what's going on. You're saying analyst all wrong, you know. Who's got the big diamond heads? We've got the big diamond heads. There you go. Stop ape hate. How about that? There you go. Bruce. The knees are coming in. Overrunning the entire page. The knees. We're not afraid of what's going to happen here. Never a dull momente, por favor. Unbelievable, guys. Thank you for following me, hanging out, joining in, and seeing what's happening. 178.50. Are the numbers out? I don't know. We'll see what's going on here. Is it really 178.50 or not? Let's take a peek. 178.20. Maybe the numbers have been released. Maybe not. Maybe that's just a shorter or a seller jumping around. 179.27. Jumping back and forth. Waiting for the release of the financials. Alrighty. Still not showing it that I know of at this point in time. Alrighty. They're waiting for the results on CNBC. Just wonder how supportive are they of this company? How much do they like GameStop? What do they want to do when they see these numbers? What's the current record for what's the current record for here it is here. What's the current record for earnings call attendance? I have no idea. I don't know. I just have a suspicion that the number of people that are going to be watching and waiting and hearing the GameStop people talk at 5 o'clock will be the most they've ever talked to. I doubt that they'll ever have had this kind of number. I'm sure after it's all over, they'll get the stats from the people they've hired to handle this call, and they might be stunned at how many organizations were listening in from around the world, wondering what GameStop has to say for itself. I don't know, 156.56. Maybe we are getting indications of the results for financials. Again, I'm predicting a drop on the stock the minute the announcement is made on the financials. I'm predicting the stock to act negatively, but how much I don't know, because I think there's quite a bit of a fair amount, I bet you, of limit buy orders in there. Try to catch some of this stock, but I don't know just what kind of volume to expect either way. I really can't say. The aftermarket is the wild, wild west. It is very difficult to predict, because we're dealing here with a scenario where it's usually very thinly traded on both sides of the market, and so we're waiting to see if anything comes out. Adobe just announced that they're CFO is retiring, so they're covering that right now. So they've got the keys have been shifted in front of them, and they're looking over at other keys right now. 180 on GameStop at this moment. It is definitely jumping about here. We closed at 180.94 on the New York Exchange. Now 179.50, down $1.62 so far in the aftermarket. Waiting for the flash number to come across from GameStop, and then the release of the financials so that we can get our hands on them. I'll take a quick peek right now at SEC filings to see if anything has been filed with the SEC about this. Not yet. There is no filing yet at the SEC for the financials as of today. The only filing they made today was the departure of Frank Hamlin. They announced that as an 8K filing, which is a standard filing for personnel. That's all that is. That's all I got. So 178.58 over here, 179 over here, 182 over here. I don't know which quote to believe. They're all over the place. Now I show 185 after hour trade. I don't know if that's real or Memorex. I'm not sure. 181, 185, 181, 185, $185 on the last trade on GameStop. A little pop there. Again, I don't know what to tell you folks. 184 now, 186 I'm showing. It's jumping all over the place, but it is a bit higher so far in the after hour moment. Volume after hours, I'm showing 40,000. I can't tell you if that's accurate or not either. Showing approximately 185.13 or so on the after hour trading, but again, this can be a fake out. We have these scenarios where the stock will jump up and down violently for no reason or because of lack of stock available on either side of the market. So we're going to see what gives here. It is, like I say, jumping around. What's going? It's going cray. That's exactly right. 186.50 now. 185 over here. So back and forth we go. 187, someone 188 now. 188. I'm showing even higher. Anyone complaining? I'm not complaining. 190 maybe might be going to that range. I'm not sure. 188, 189 right now is where this stock seems to be jumping around. $1 and $2 jumps per share per trade. Back and forth and back and forth. 186.03, 187 over here, 187 over here. We'll see what happens. Still no official word. 188 on the stock now. Still no release. Nope, I don't see a release yet. Nothing on Dow Jones yet. Nope. 186 on the stock. 188 over here. Pick your price, kids. It's jumping about. But it's actually higher on the aftermarket as opposed to being lower. And again, I was waiting for the attack. We haven't got the announcement yet. I don't think we have the numbers. There's a commercial on CNBC, so I'm waiting for the numbers. Will this be? Is this just a little fake out, and then we're going to see a drop? I don't know. 187 to 189.75 now. 189.75. Folks are seeing pricing all over the place. It's 188, Uncle, now 189. We're all watching it as best we can. It's alive. It's alive. That's right. It's alive. I don't know. 190. I just saw 190 flash quote there. 190. Very interesting. Anyway, there you go. How many bagels are you prepared to eat in this aftermarket? I don't think I need to eat any. They're just doing its own thing. New member from Zed Richards. Welcome, Zed, to the gang. We're watching GameStop here in the after hours, waiting for the financials to be released by the company. Abby Miller, welcome. Thank you for this donation. Can't get in GameStop event. Reached maximum capacity. Interesting if that's true. We'll see. 188 on the stock, 186 on the stock. There's a lot of, obviously, a ton of following here. Much interest on this stock. Of course, we will see what we shall see. No bulletin anywhere with regard to the release of the numbers that I can find. What I see is a 188 market right now, approximately. With a 190 trade already. Volume, I'm showing 67,000. Nothing great there. I mean, not millions of shares. That's a good sign to be up $6-7 on just that little volume. That's kind of interesting. We'll watch for this. This is fun, Bruce. Watching Bruce scramble. Greetings from Chicago. I love Chicago. You guys in Chicago are awesome. Thank you, Chicagoans, for being here. Appreciate it. What a town. Flippin' birdies, stop putting drop into the zeitgeist. Okay, thank you. I'm not sure what that means, but I think it's something funny. Mr. T, Brucey, I gave a violin to my dog and a banjo to my hamster. I play mandolin very badly. Are you interested in joining us for a jam in this string quartet? Nick, you're saying it all right there. This is nuts. You got it, Nick. You know exactly what this is. We're crazy. What can I say? Like, you don't lie to us, man. Chi-Town loves Chicago. This is incredible PR. Greetings from Delaware. Hello, Delaware. How you guys doing? 188.43 on the stock, up 750. Waiting to see what they're gonna say. Let's see what's going on. Wow, I could subscribe to that. Ping pong action. The Hops Warlock. Refresh the page, folks. They are letting folks in the call now. There you go. You can get into the call now. We're gonna see what's going on here. 188.45 on the stock. You got to believe that the management of the company want the stock to go higher. You got to believe that maybe some folks want the stock to go lower. Mike, thank you for becoming a member. If I haven't thanked you already, some of you guys slipped through here and I don't notice it. Thank you guys for catching up with me and joining up here. Birdie has become a member as well. Thank you, Birdie. Nathaniel, Bruce is on fire. So there's only 7,600 people here. It's not like I got 76,000. Is what we got going right now. Sebastian, thank you for your donation on PayPal. Just saw that come through there. Yes, sir. If you want the stock to go up, hit the knee emoji right now and turn that chat into a whole bunch of knee logos right now. Hit the emojis. Knee. You want the stock to go up? Hit the knee emoji and let's see how many you can pop up on the screen at one time, as if anyone's watching. Oh my gosh. 2,900 thumbs ups, 86 down. Thank you for that. Here come the knees. The knees are coming. Knee. They're coming from everywhere, baby. From Baltimore, Chicago, from New York, from London, Paris, from Berlin. They're coming from Toronto. They're coming from New Markham, Ontario, from Vancouver, Victoria, Seattle, Portland, Las Vegas, LA. They're coming from everywhere. Knees are coming from around the world. Up goes the stock. That's all it can do. The stock can't go down with all these knees around. How can the stock possibly go down when the knee army is coming out like this? The stock has got to go higher. That's all there is to it. Oh my goodness. What am I supposed to do? Act normal? You can't have that. It's the aftermarket. It's insanity. Insanity is ruling here. 185 on the stock right now. What is going on? When will these numbers come out? How much longer should we wait? Oh my goodness. This is too much fun, guys. You guys are great. Love you. So much fun. 3,000 thumbs ups now. Only 90 down. We got a 27-to-1 ratio going here. This is beautiful. We got new members joining. We got knees all over the place. Just overrunning YouTube. The YouTube is being overrun by knees. Knee. Love it. Love it. Love it. I'm so glad you're all here. It's fantastic. Knee. The computers at YouTube are freaking out going, what is happening with this guy's channel and all these emojis that are showing up on here? What's going on? I've even got some that are being held for review. I'm just trying to release all the knees. To get the knees released. Release the knee and get them out there. Oh my gosh, the knees must be released. They must be shown to the world. The stock is going to go higher. It's just got to go higher. How could a stock go down with this many knees running around? It's impossible. I don't understand. Thank you, everybody, for coming in here. New members are joining while I'm doing this madness and craziness and silliness. I'm happy you're happy. I'm hoping you're having a good time. We're just trying to pass time here. What's going on? Ryan, thank you, Ryan Albertson, for becoming a member. I love you, buddy. Thank you. All the knees are just overpowering the market. 7,500 people are going, what are those 2,000 people doing? They're crazy. They're insane. Well, they're members, and members can be nuts on this channel. We can have fun here with the knees. The knee. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, everybody. Oh, gosh. 186 on the stock. What is it going to do tonight? What is going to happen with the stock on GameStop? Is it going to go do anything? What will the earnings do? What are they saying over here? GameStop, they're showing it at, they're showing the stock on the board on CNBC, but they don't have the results. They don't have them. It's 187 on the stock. They're probably beside themselves with complete frustration going, why is this stock up? We hate this stock. We don't like the company. We don't like the people who own the stock in this company. We hate the dumb money people that buy this stock, and the stock is up. What is wrong with these people? Why don't they do what we want them to do, and which is suffer for being independent thinkers? How dare you? I don't know. Just cheers to all of you from Creston, British Columbia, where Uncle Bruce is having a fun time. I hope you're having a good time with Uncle Bruce today. I appreciate all of you joining me. It's been a crazy one so far. We've got Chris Lawler throwing in a donation. I'd love to send you a free mug from my small business, Uncle Bruce. Thanks for the tips. Thank you so much. Anybody want to send me anything? There's an address you can send stuff to right here. P.O. Box 941, Creston, British Columbia. You can send me stuff there. We love money. Greeting cards filled with dollar bills. We love those. But cups and T-shirts and greeting cards and postcards and you name it. Oh, we love it all. Thank you, everybody. Sonny is here. Sonny, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Those of you in Canada, you can send me a Timmy's gift card for Timmy Hortons. That will work. Jen and I, we have a Timmy's here in little old Creston. 5,000 people. We got a Timmy's. We can always use that. Sonny, welcome to the club. I'm glad you've joined us for the silliness, the madness, the insanity, the knee arguing, the knee attacks. We've got neat attacks right now happening on this stock. 187 on GameStop, up $5. And the CNBC people are totally confused. Why is the stock going up when we hate it so much? We don't understand it. This just makes no sense. It's not right. What we think should go. I'd love to do that. Thank you so much. Oh, man. They're saying it's up on the SEC comments. Let's take a look. Can we find the financials on the SEC listings right now? SEC filing. Here we go. I don't have it yet. I'm still not showing an SEC filing that's been released. Maybe it'll come out in the next few minutes. We're waiting for SEC filings to be released with respect to the earnings from GameStop. 186.70 or so is where it's at right now. 86.99 over here, 186.50 over here. I got different devices showing different quotes. Waiting to see. We are 37 minutes away from the conference call, and CNBC still has not got the financials. They are awaiting the financials. The stock at 186 right now. Of course, the minute this thing turns negative, these guys will get all giddy and will try to tell us that the world is ending. Let's see if that even happens. I don't know. 186.70 on GameStop. Thank you to how many they want the institutional money that pays these fools huge speaking fees to have money. We're just plebes who deserve poverty. We deserve to suffer. James Lawrence holding GameStop like a shrubbery, like a shrubbery, like a shrubbery. Joshua George, new member. Joshua, welcome, buddy, to the show, the channel, the madness, the craziness. Eric, hello, Bruce from Toronto, Ontario. Welcome, and thank you for all your wisdom and entertainment. We will remember you after GameStop hits the moon. I'll never forget, what's his name? You remember that guy? What's his name that we used to listen to all the time? We'll never forget that guy. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. Thanks for becoming members of this channel. 185 on GameStop. That's where it's at right now, 185. What can I say? You're going to have to pardon me 1 minute. I need to, first I need to drop my phone 3 times in a row. I need to just get something. So I'm going to have you watch some fireworks for a minute. I'll be right There we are. We are back. I hope you enjoyed the fireworks show. I had to go get a cable here. I didn't want to want you to see how small I am because I'm 4'8" and I'm embarrassed about how short I am. And I didn't want you to see that. Thank you all. Do you see the poster that came out the other day? Look at this. Oh man, is this awesome stuff? I tell you, we're going Hollywood here. GameStop the movie. I mean, my gosh. This is incredible. Look at that. Let me get rid of that banner too so you can see the whole post. Look at that. GameStop. We won't stop GameStop. We're down now. Oh, we got the financials. We must have it. We must have it now. They must have released it. We're down to 177 on the stock. We must be getting the financials now. We must be. We must. Are you sure? We must. Let's see. We haven't got anything going over here on the story on the stock, but now we're jumping around to 188. Now what's going on? What is happening on the stock? Let me keep following it. Let me try to keep updating it. 187, and then I saw it at 170 something. What is really going on GameStop? What's it doing? Oh my goodness. 180 now. I see it at 180. It looked like it dropped and then it popped back up again. I don't know. We're just trying to see what it's doing here. What is going on the stock? Is there any announcement on the earnings for GameStop? I still don't see it. Looking. If anyone sees it, you let me know. It'll continue on here. It's crazy times. 180, 161, 185 over here. Back and forth go the quotes between one device and the other. I don't know if one device versus the other one knows anything more than anyone else. I just wanted to let you know we're going to keep following you. Thank you, guys. Let's see here. The screen turned white over the call. Back to 187. Laugh out loud. It's on. 192. I'm showing a 192 quote over here. A 189 quote over here. That's what I'm showing. 192.07. Huge option chain in the making for GameStop. Thoughts? Maybe. I don't know. We're going to keep watching this. 191. People are saying on the stock. Congratulations for a higher quote. GameStop earnings are out, it says. They're saying it's out, and it's 190 a share. What's happening? Someone's saying 192. Now I'm showing 185, 187, 186. Jumping everywhere. Looking for the earnings to be released and hit. Still reports first quarter result. We finally got something over here. Fourth quarter and fiscal results are out. Let's see. Achieved a 6.5% increase in comparable store sales during the fourth quarter, with global e-commerce sales increasing 175% for the fourth quarter and 191% for fiscal 2020. Expense reduction initiatives drove $409 million or 21% SG&A improvement in fiscal 2020, strengthened the balance sheet, and ended fiscal 2020 with $635 million in total cash, laying the foundation for transformation. Announces the appointment of technology veteran Jenna Owens as new Chief Operating Officer. Okay, Comparable store sales increased. Stock 193 to 194. Sales were 2.12 billion compared to 2.19 billion for the fiscal fourth quarter, 19 to 20, I suppose, reflecting an operating environment that included a 12% decrease in the store base due to company strategic de-densification efforts and a reduction of approximately 27% in European store operating days during the quarter as a result of temporary store closures in response to COVID. Global e-commerce sales, including comparable store sales, increased 175%, represented 34% of net sales in the fiscal 2020 fourth quarter versus 12% of net sales in the 19 fourth quarter. Gross margin 21.1, a decline of 610 basis points compared to the fourth quarter of 2019, reflecting an expected shift towards lower margin console sales in response to the launch of the Generation 9 consoles, increased freight and credit card fees associated with the shift to e-commerce sales, and a broader promotional stance. Selling, general, administrative expenses were $419 million, a decline of $92 million, 18% lower expenses for selling, general, and administrative for 2020. Income tax expense was a benefit of $70 million, $69.9 million, due to a change in the tax status of certain foreign entities and the impact of the CARES Act, including tax benefits associated with the availability of 5-year carryback period for certain current tax year losses. That's very good. A net income was $80 million or $1.19 per diluted share on 67 million shares outstanding. You hear that? 67.8 million shares outstanding. That's all there are. It's trading at 190 to 192 right now. Included a 103 per share tax benefit as described above as compared to diluted earnings of 32 cents in 2019. Adjusted net income was $90 million or $1.34 a share compared to an adjusted $1.27 a share. Overview, comparable store sales decreased 9.5%. Net sales for the year, $5 billion versus $6.4 billion. Let's go here. 12% decrease was due to the company's strategic de-densification efforts and COVID. Global e-commerce sales increased 191%. Gross margin 24.7%. Selling administrative $1.5 billion versus $1.9 billion. Income tax was a benefit of $55 billion. And they're looking at, for the year, net loss of $215 million or $3.31 a share compared to a net loss of $470 million or $5.38 a share compared to the year before. Adjusted net loss of $138 million or $2.14 a share diluted versus compared to adjusted of 22 cents last year. All right, those are the highlights. A bunch more coming out here. They're talking about how proud they are of what they've been doing. We're off to a strong start in 2021 as February comparable store sales increased 23%, led by continued strength in global hardware sales. Stock is $196, up $14, $197, up $15 right now. Market likes what they're hearing here. Our emphasis on 2021 will be improving our e-commerce and customer experience, increasing our speed of delivery, providing superior customer support, and expanding our catalog. Let's go. As of January 30th, 2021, the company had $635 million in cash and restricted cash compared to $513 million a year earlier. Their borrowings under its asset-based revolving were $25 million, which were subsequently repaid as of March 15th this year. The company had, in January 30th, 2021, the company had $146 million of short-term debt, $216 million of long-term debt on its balance sheet. According to the fourth quarter, as previously announced, November 10, 2020, the company announced the voluntary early redemption of $125 million in principal notes of its senior notes due 2021. Let's go here. Other stuff here, just going through here, going corporate update. They've got added 3 new members, Alan Attal, Ryan Cohen, and Jim Grube to the board of directors. They formed a strategic planning and capital allocation committee to identify initiatives that can further accelerate the company's transformation. The company is comprised of Mr. Attal, Mr. Cohen, and Mr. Wolf, with Mr. Cohen serving as chairperson since the committee's formation in late January. The company has appointed a chief technology officer and several other executives with experience in e-commerce, customer care, and technology. March 2021, the company appointed Jenna Owens as its chief operating officer. Ms. Owens had spent the majority of the past decade in executive roles at Amazon and Google. I like the sound of that. The company is continuing to actively pursue senior talent with e-commerce, retail, and technology experience in order to transform the business over the long term. In the near term, the company is continuing to position its brick and mortar footprint and digital assets to capitalize on the emerging console cycle and additional gaming opportunities. In the first quarter of 2021, the company intends to modify its method of communicating its quarterly financial results. These communications will include a press release with related disclosures, will be accompanied by a presentation to be included, supplemental financial disclosures, and on it goes. Very good stuff. There's good news coming out of here. This is all positive stuff, kids. I don't know if any of you have noticed the market likes this. $196.86, up $15 a share. I'm sure there are tears on CNBC because they were thinking the stock would go to 100. It's up to 196 after hours, and they haven't started talking yet. They begin to speak in 26 minutes. Very good on the GameStop shares. They talk about here about the analysts. They're showing all the analysts how they hate the company, and they missed their revenues, and the stock is way up, and they're just trying to down talk it. It's a dog. No one would be caught dead owning it, except smart investors who watch Stock Markets with Bruce. Maybe they might be the one. I don't know. 197.16 on the stock.
Notes on those financials.
Very good.
I mean, like the notes part.
I've only read the highlights because I can't get to the notes. There's a billion pages of the notes, but the stock really reacted positively the moment this came out. We've had 534,000 trade now in the after hours. That's about almost 400,000 shares traded since I started reading those announcements. 194 on the stock. Very good, very good. Isn't this interesting? Damn it, it feels good to be a gamester. There you go. What's happening?
It's got a rating of underperform.
Underperform.
His price is $33.
Oh, his price is $33. He has a rating of underperform, or is his rate, or is he out of touch with reality? Maybe that's the rating. The guy's out of touch. Maybe we ought to rate the Raiders. Unbelievable, crazy. 192 right now. 191. Well, it's all good. No crisis happening here.
233.
What's that?
He meant.
Oh, he meant 233. Oh, that's what Jen thinks. Oh, Jen is thinking he meant. Jen is thinking he really meant 233 a share, not 33 a share. Yeah, there you go. I don't know, kids. I like what I see here a lot. I'm very pleased at this with this info. I like the way this entire deal is running right now. 191. No complaints here. Waiting for the management to perhaps clarify a little more about what's going on. That's fine by me. Quite interesting how the shares have taken a run so far here this afternoon. Very good. 571,000. Very good performance on the stock. Good reaction. There was certainly no negative reaction. No short selling, panic, slamming the bid kind of action at all. I'm happy about everything so far. So guys, that's what we're seeing here. Maybe he meant 33 million a share. They moved on. Maybe they're moving on to a commercial now. How about that? Yes. Very interesting. We got more coming with the conference call, and we'll see what happens. But again, don't be surprised if the shares jump around. They will jump up and down, and the initial wave has been very good, and this is very telling to those of us who've been around a while. Anyway, thank you. The Hops Network, Warlock, I worked with Jenna when she was at Google. She led operations for all of AMER ad sales. Impressive, and was an awesome person. This is great news, the hire that they have made. Flipping birdies, the hedging funds will be going to war this time. The rest of us could sit back and enjoy the victory. This could be a lot of fun the next few days. I'm quite curious to see how the media picks up on this, and also how the call goes, and how the media picks up the call, how they're going to react to that. We're going to see what's going on here. Anyway, there you have it. Very good. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We've got the knee army out in force here. The knees are everywhere. You can't stop a stock when the knees are out. It just overpowers the sellers. It just drives them out, and that's what happens. Most interesting. Looking very good right now on the entire dealio. quite happy about that. Uh, lots of good comments. 190 on the stock right now, 189, 190. Been an interesting run so far on the volume. We'll keep following this. And we'll stay on top of it all. Here come the knees. Here the knee. They're here. You're not going to stop this stock now with all the knees going on. Yes, indeed. Thank you for the 3,400 thumbs ups. 100 down. We got 100 haters. We got 3,400 lovers. Thank you, lovers versus haters. Keep those thumbs ups coming in, guys, and let's add to the momentum of this show. We got a 34-to-1 ratio, lovers to haters. Let's hit that thumbs up button and pound this thing. There it is, 3,500. Another 100 just came in here. Bringing it 3,600. Another 100 just came in here. They're coming in. The thumbs ups, the knees, the thumbs up, 3,700, and the knees are right behind it. Knee. Thank you, everybody. The thumbs down people are wondering, what do you have to do to stop this guy? We can't stop this guy from having fun with his peeps. 188.82 on 647,000 shares. Volume after market up 707 a share. That's a lot different than a lot of people were projecting was going to happen when the financials were coming out. The thinking was that GameStop would not do so well, but it's doing just fine, and they've just hired another senior person from Amazon Google background. This is a sign that folks that are joining this company are people who know what they're doing. This is very, very good. And I'm very pleased to see this for sure. Thank you, all of you who are coming through here, joining this channel, commenting, making super chats. Love you guys. Thank you. Commodore, shout out to D-Clan? The Baldy Butcher in Dublin. Okay, the Baldy Butcher in Dublin. Home Wrecker is here. The Home Wrecker mailman is joining this gang right here. Thank you. Fantastic. 189 looks like approximately on this stock. It might be touching 189 again. We'll see how it does. The knees are everywhere. Flipping birdies. I purposely wrote hedgehog funds to Mars and beyond. That's right. Oh, man, Girl Bruce, we love you. Keep refreshing till I get a spot. The call apparently starts in 19 minutes. We'll follow that as best we can. Susie, Chihap, thank you, Susie, for popping in, joining us. Another female member. We're getting a lot of female members joining this group right now, which is fantastic. I want this channel to be very welcoming to the ladies out there who are following these markets and wondering what's going on. You want to know what's happening in plain English? Join me here. I'll do the best I can to explain it to you and try to give you the best impression I can of what's going on, and other impressions if I can give you other impressions. Did I miss the conference? No, it starts at 5 o'clock. The numbers came out, the financials came out, and the market liked the financials. The initial reaction was very positive on the financials. We're quite curious to see how this is going to roll here. Girls rule, says Ashley. There you go. Pam is here. There's all kinds of gals here doing the knee thing as well. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Thumbs ups and knees. Fantastic. 183 to 184, 181 to 182. It's jumping around, jumping back and forth. This stock will do this. It'll go up. It'll go down. It'll go all over the place. Do not be fooled. There are hedge funds out there who are going to want to make this look awful. They're going to try to make it go down. There'll be other investors who are just going to buy up all they want to give you. Back and forth goes the war. The battle is on. 774,000 shares traded in 42 minutes in the aftermarket. Most of this in the last 20 minutes since the release of the financials. And it has gone well so far. Give my regards to Jen for the financial feminism tip. I've been letting all the ladies in my life know about this. Jen, thanks you. I'll let her know for sure. We're at 185 on the stock again, jumping around, up and down and all around. Corey, $2 donation. Any news you know of driving the drop in FAII? No, I think it's just a lousy market today and impatient investors hoping that they would double their money right away, when that's not how these work. You get into these SPACs, You buy in while they're merging. You have the quiet period. You have to suffer through it. You take your position, you get your positioning, and then you wait for the company to finish the merger and make announcements. And that's the story there. Thank you, Jeff, for this donation, just because I love what you're doing. Thumbs up. Thank you very much. All of you buying these items on Redbubble, you guys are great. Thank you for reporting. You've been reporting to me whenever you see a faker out there, somebody trying to sell this that isn't me. Thank you for letting me know. We go after these guys. Redbubble kicks them off. Thank you for helping us out. Nate, thank you for this donation. Let's see what's going on. We run the world, says Kristen. That's right. Women run the world. I love it. Fantastic, guys. Thank you so much for being here. FINRA today says funds, institutional investors, they have a combined 164 million shares of GameStop on their books. That's 236% of all the shares that exist. How can that be? That's right. How can that be that the company that's making money, growing its numbers, converting into e-commerce with only 69 million shares out there, how can there be 164 million shares in the hands of long institutional investors? That would be hedge funds, mutual funds, index funds, pension funds. How can it be? Well, there must be somebody shorting it. Somebody must be short 100 million plus shares at least on GameStop, and they're not disclosing it. Maybe that's why the shares might go higher, because when these guys have to buy back their stock, 100 million, they're going to have to get it from people who hold it. I don't know how it stays down here. I just don't understand it. We are the GameStop Chain Gang. Rock on, Bruce. Thank you guys so much for being here and supporting yours truly. Here we go. GameStop appoints chief operating officer, announces 2 additional executive hires to support in the transformation. This is the kind of news we want to hear. Headline, GameStop rallies 8% after earnings. I tell you, I bet you 90% of the traders out there and most of the media, especially CNBC, were expecting GameStop to crash. They were expecting it to get dumped off. They were expecting people like you to panic and sell. And it's not happening. You're not giving it up. You're not giving up this stock. No, you are into the corporate story. The shenanigans with the institutions and the shenanigans with the hedge funds and all these hundreds of millions of shares or tens of millions of shares that are shorted, failure to deliver, naked call writing, that's all extra. That's all gravy to this story. The story is the transformation of this company to an e-commerce platform company, and how they're doing it and how they're hiring the right people to make this happen. There's no going back to $25 a share, $50 a share. There's no going back to that. Those days are over. I don't think this is going to be around. I'm wondering now, other news coming forward when they announce possible additional hires. They were looking for more senior staff, looking for the selling off of stores in bulk so that they go completely over here. There's some big shifting going on here. It's going to be interesting, really interesting. Flipping birdies, women are awesome. Everyone should own one. It's a joke. I made you say it. You think you own women? Oh, yeah. They adopt you, you know. The women adopt the guys. It's not the other way around. The guys think they're in control. They're not. They're not. Susie, 55 plus, first time trading stock. GameStop is fun, and Bruce made me do knee. Knee is correct. The knee army came out here at Stock Markets with Bruce. The knee army appeared just as the earnings came out, and the stock went crazy. As soon as the knees showed up, the stock hit 190, went higher. On the aftermarket, we have been trading very actively, 900,000 volume now on the aftermarket as the knees have been coming out here. It's going to be interesting to see how this stock performs through this conference call. Should start in 13 minutes. We'll be watching for that, and I'll be here covering it, see what the stock does, and well, we'll see what they say and how they say it. Should be a lot of fun. Hologram is thinking, how about 244 to open tomorrow? That'd be all right. I wouldn't mind that. 1 million volume after hours is in more than likely. We'll probably do much more than 1 million after hours. This stock will trade another 2.5 hours in the aftermarket. 3.5 actually, 3.5 hours more. There could be over 2 million trading in the after hours. Very interesting. A lot of buying coming in here. This is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Anthony, bagels and butter on the moon, Brucey boy. Bagels and butter. Bagels and butter. Going to be good. Going to be good. Oh, my gosh. So much fun and so much activity. We are really running here. I'm panicking and I'm buying more. My diamonds are bleeding from holding the sharpest of diamonds. 184, 87.84, 187.84, 188 now again, coming on again with another little run. We'll see what this does. Remember, folks, the downside is limited. The upside is limitless. And that is the thing about this company, and its future could be limitless. The stock price here could be in for a real shock. This thing keeps coming on. The shorters will get nervous. If they don't see this selling wave they thought was coming, they were sure was coming, it's just not showing up. The selling wave is just not coming to town. Matter of fact, there'll be more buyers than sellers. And we're approaching 1 million volume on the aftermarket. Quite surprising to see what's going on here. Welcome all of you. Alicia, thank you, Alicia, for this donation, this super chat and sticker. Thank you very much for that, everybody. All of you, thank you so much. Double checking over here, we got hello from Rafiq. Thank you for a donation on PayPal. Appreciate it, buddy. Very kind of you. Double checking. Anybody else? Am I missing anything else here? Thank you, guys. Sebastian Thomas, thanks, buddy. Uncle Bruce, Sebas here. What's your take on Robinhood filing for confidential IPO? I wouldn't touch that stock with a 10-foot cattle prod. I would not touch that stock. Not impressed with those guys. I don't think they're doing it right. I don't know why anyone will take them, will leave them take them public. I don't know why they would sponsor these guys. They pulled some stunts on this whole nonsense when they wouldn't let you buy stock with cash. Kind of crazy. I'm not impressed with that. But, you know, I'm just a humble guy here in little old Creston, British Columbia, trying to follow the markets, giving you the information in plain English what's going on. 185 on the GameStop. Good afternoon, Bruce. This is fun. Thank you. Shout out to the love of my life. I love you, Chantel Taylor, always and forever. David Taylor. Oh man, are you scoring brownie points there? Well done. Thank you for the shout out, and thank you to you, and way to go, Chantel. Way to go, you guys. Thank you for being here. Yes, we'll see what's going on here. Man, oh man, oh man. I don't know. We're going to see what's happening. More thumbs up for Bruce. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs ups. We've got now 4,200 thumbs ups, 129 thumbs down. So keep those thumbs ups coming, guys, as we drown out the thumbs downs here. The more thumbs ups, maybe the stock will go even higher. Those knee logos have done the trick. The knee attack absolutely knocked the stock way higher. We gotta love that. GameStop stock rallies in late trading after earnings is the headline in Market Watch. And if you want to read that, you got to be a member of Market Watch to read the whole story. But we know the story. The stock is going higher, and the financials are being well received so far by investors in the after hours market. We're jumping around a lot. We're going to see how it performs. We're now in 180, 179. Remember, we are going to get a lot of reaction to this story, and we're going to get a lot of whipsaw action on the stock. It was 179. Now it's 183. It's really jumping around, guys. And that's what we're going to get. 1.2 million on the aftermarket right now trade. We just saw 200,000 go through in a minute. There's all kinds of action going on this stock right now. 182.30. Watch and see what happens. It is wild and wacky. I cannot predict one trade to the next trade right now. 178.96 I'm showing right now. 179, 179.65. Really jumping around. 1.3 million trade. Another 100,000 just went through on the stock. It is really active right now on GameStop. That is what's happening here as we try to follow all the activity. Lots of action. 1:52 is the time. We've got 8 minutes to the start of the show, the conference call. That'll be 5 o'clock Eastern in 8 minutes. GameStop 181.26 again, jumping up again. Andrew, a man walks into a psychiatrist's office wearing nothing but a saran wrap. The psychiatrist says, "Well, I can clearly see your nuts. I can clearly see. I can see it all." Oh my gosh. What can I say? Anyway, having all kinds of fun here. I made 3 panic buys today. Who would want to sell this stock? Eat another bagel. It'll go over $200. Hedgies are terrified. Afternoon bagels with Bruce. 180.49 on the stock with 1.3 million traded. Now 177, just dropped $4 in one trade. This is normal for aftermarket activity with large orders. You're going to whipsaw this stock all over the place. 178.20 right now, 179.48, 178.59. Dollar jumps per trade, all over the map right now. More volume, the better. 176.98 down 260 on the afternoon, with 1.3 million. 175, 176. It is jumping around. That's what I expected. We'll see if there will be continued attacks by short sellers. 175, 173, I saw a trade. We'll see. 1.3 million still showing. 175.60 now. Jumped $2.60 just from 30 seconds ago. It's all over the map, kids. What is happening? We will follow it. We'll see. There'll be some folks who will try to jump on this on the down go. Others will jump on it to get up. Some folks will put in limit buy orders down here and try to scoop some cheap stock. 176, 175 range, 174. There might be a bunch of buy orders at 171, 72 just in case it comes down there. 174.32, 172.87, 172.51. We are jumping around quite a bit right now. There's some eager buyers and sellers jumping on the stock rather than letting the stock come to them. They are pushing it either lower or trying to get in. 171, 174. We just had a $3 jump in one trade to another. I'm showing a 175 trade now. It's just up and down all over the place here. Where will it end up? I don't know, but it is active. 1.4 million, just another 100,000 in 5 minutes have gone through on this stock. 174.82 now on GameStop. The high on this market since we've come out with the financials, 198. The low, about 171. And now we're in this 176 range. Maybe we're watching closely to see what it will do now. Is it equilibrium up again? 177 again. Looks like it jumped about $6 here in the last minute and a half, perhaps. It is all over the place right now. You tell me where it's going to stop. I expect this for a while yet. But there have been some very positive reactions to the financials. Now we're getting some battles going on between, I think, large players on both sides of this market. Remember, there are put traders out there who bought a ton of put contracts, and they're motivated to get this stock to go down because their put contracts will go up. At 198 a share, they're not making any money. They're losing money. At 175, I don't think they've got the score they're looking for, but they're trying to break the back of this market. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. 1.4 million traded now at 174.70 a share, jumping around quite a bit right now. That is what I see on this stock. Carrie Lee has joined this channel as a member. That I can definitely tell you. Carrie Lee is here, and welcome to the show and the channel. I'm so glad you joined us. We're going to keep an eye on what's happening here. Can I share my Venmo for people that would like to contribute to my grad school fund? I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just want to get some money out of this. That's what's going on there. Connor says, no. My husband's boyfriend told me Ryan Cohen makes him feel inadequate. 171.35 on the stock right now. That's where we're at. Let's see what's going on. Says Chuck. I'm not afraid of you. I'm saying you're going back up again. Keep digging that grave. Dig deeper, hedge funds. You keep digging your grave. 171 right now on the stock, which might be the low of the aftermarket. I'm not exactly sure, but it's in that range right now. 172.50 at this moment. 171.55. Volume 1.5 million shares, about 100,000 every 2 or 3 minutes, 5 minutes coming through right now on the stock, and has been this active for about 15, 20 minutes. We had a lot of volume going through here, a lot of speculating and a lot of battling. 172.50 I see at the moment. We're jumping back and forth between 171 and 172-ish. 171 again, right there. Another trade at 171. 170 now I'm showing on the stock. as we watch the activity going through here, back and forth and back and forth. The battle goes on. The conference call should start in a couple of minutes, and we'll see what happens there. Follow it as best we can. Do what we can to follow it. Hopefully, a bunch of you will be able to get into this thing. We're going to see how this all works out, and we'll see if this call can be joined and see what happens. We will do what we can. 170.56, 172, back and forth goes this. We'll see what happens. Right now, we don't know. There's a lot of folks trying to get into this conference call. I have a feeling that this conference call is going to be very heavily attended. 168 on the stock, 167 on the stock. An attack is underway to try to get this stock to go down. There is definitely manipulation coming in here. This is not normal selling. This is deliberate attacking the stock at any price to try to drop this market. There are people buying it up, though. 1.6 million have been picked off here. And I'm wondering if short sellers are getting more short and are getting themselves into a bigger problem, because I don't think the stock will stay down once they run out of ammunition. We'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll just see. Anyway, that's what I'm showing. Anyway, one thing at a time as we are attempting to join this thing if we can. I don't know if we can over there. We'll keep an eye open for that. Around and around and around we go. Where the conference call goes, nobody knows. Round and around. 169 on the stock right now. 167.68, 168.30. Jumping around still on 1.6 million volume right now. Waiting for the earnings, waiting for the conference call to begin. We'll see what comes of that. Let's try something over here. See if we have any luck on this device. And we'll see what goes on, one step at a time. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for coming by here and popping in to see me and hanging around with me today as we are watching all of this action. 170 on the stock, by the way. It's popping back up again. Interestingly, we'll see what damage can be done, if much. 172 again on the stock. It's coming back on again. So there you have it. There's this right here. Let's see if this will work right here as we attempt to come on in. And we'll do what we can. And let's see what happens here. And we got to do this. Pardon me, folks. I'm just registering into the site. 170 on the stock. There we go. And there we have that. Let's log in and see if that's going to get us in there. GameStop, they've reached their maximum capacity. Please try again later. I think a lot of you are getting that. I'm kind of glad to see it. I'm kind of glad to see this. This is exactly what I want to hear, what I want to see. 174 on the stock, coming back on again, having touched a low here of about 167.94. We're back to 173, 174 a share right now. Very, very interesting. We're going to see what happens. Let's see if we can do this yet again. We may or may not be able to get into this thing live, but I'll keep following this on the markets as we watch all of this. Also, I'm going to see if there's another way I can do something. Hang on one second here. We'll go here. We'll go over to here, and we'll go over to this. We've got a couple of tricks up our sleeve that might or might not work. We're not sure, but we're going to try a couple different things. And we'll go over here, and we'll go, there we go. And let's see, there we go. Let's see if we get this. Any action here by chance? I'm not sure. We got this happening here. Let's see if this is going to do anything. And don't know if that's going to work or not. Not exactly sure what's going on. I don't see much happening there. Doesn't look like I'm not sure if it's even started yet. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there at all. Okay. Okay. We'll go over there. There we are there, and there we are there. We'll do that there. Thank you, everybody, for being here. 175 on the stock, going up again, going up. Interesting. Some of the YouTubers are trying to cover this thing live. I'm not sure if they're having any luck either, but it's quite active. I'm not sure about what is going on, but we are here to watch and learn and keep an eye on things. We're at 175 a share right now on the stock. Trying to pop back in here if I can. Thank you, Jeremy, for this donation. Tune to Shack News on Twitch to listen. There's all kinds of suggestions coming in here. Call has started. Very good. And say no more. Mike, make it happen. Thank you. Mike it happen. Thank you for becoming a member of my channel. Susie, yay, say I bought a couple of shares more. Boomer Ape, the knees are out and about. Carrie, call was full at 4 p.m. today. Unreal. And Abby Miller, Shack News on Twitch is live streaming the call. And we've got Sarah. Thank you, Sarah, for that. Very much appreciate it. Very kind of you to do that today. Alrighty, let's go with this following here, and let's go to. CNN put out an article 7 minutes ago saying GameStop earnings fall short. I'll post the link in chat. What's the deal with that? Is that a lie? I'm not sure what part of the report they're using. I'm not 100% sure. It's 175 on the stock now. So it has recovered from that 167 range to 174.75. How is that you say GameStop is manipulated, but AMC is not? Both are clear being manipulated, but you're inconsistent when AMC falls. You just bash it. You hate AMC, Bruce. You're a monster. You should die. Okay, whatever. David, GameStop has a live stream of the audio, GMEDD.com. We will get to it. We will make it. Worry not. I just have to get through the haters. Those who don't like me, because I'm so biased, I'm just so biased. What can I say? Bruce, I sent you a link to earnings call via email. Angela tried to join. Webcast says you're already maxed out. Tune in to Shack News to watch and listen. We'll get it. 177, 178 on the stock. How about that? 178 on the stock. Coming back up again from that 167 dip there, where they were trying to crash the market, and it's now 178 on GameStop. Not working, didn't work. Interesting how they were attempting to mess with it all. Excuse me, folks. Let's see what's happening here. This will work, says Robert. Let's give it a try. Robert, let's go right here. Oh, I can't. That's the one I registered into too, buddy. Can't get into it. It is sold out. It is not sold out. It's just full up right now. That is what we're showing. GameStop, 176 on the stock. 177 now on the stock. 1.76 million traded in the aftermarket right now on GameStop. That is what it is doing here. Trading quite good volume, very good volume, very aggressive volume, and we are trying to stay on top of the story. Jeremy, thank you for that. Angela, thank you for that. All of you, thank you for your comments. Thank you for sending me shout outs and comments. How do you become a member, Uncle Bruce? Go to your laptop, sign in there. There should be a join button right there. Or use your desktop setting on your iPhone. That's what you have to use to sign in. That's how you can do it. It's a little complicated, but you can become a member of this channel if you try hard enough, and you will join this kooky gang of ours. And we've got the logos all over the place. That's what we're talking about. 190% increase is being said here. Very good. Anyway, yeah, AMC had to take on a lot of debt this year, and GameStop didn't. That's right, GameStop didn't. And GameStop has more cash on hand than they owe. Can't say that for AMC, unfortunately. Yeah, been a bad day for AMC today. 177 on GameStop right now on the aftermarket. 177.04. That is what it's doing. 180 now on GameStop. 180. So the knee attack is moving the market again. What can I tell you? It is 181 on GameStop shares. That puts us about even on the day from Friday, from the close earlier today, excuse me. The shares were down to 167 on an attack about 15 minutes ago. They've recovered almost all the way back to where the market closed at. We'll see if they go higher or not, but they will jump around. Do not be misled. It will jump around as it always does. All righty. That's what we've got, kids. This is what's going on the stock. I would love to be on the conference call. I think many more would like to be into it too, but I don't think they can get into it because they can't get into the site. It is overrun by demand from shareholders and media around the world, which is a good thing. It's telling me that the GameStop story is being well covered right now. Most interesting. How do you become a member? I think we've gone over that. Thank you. Thank you for 4,600 thumbs ups. Only 150 down. That's a 30-to-1 ratio on the plus side. Keep those thumbs ups coming in, guys. I really appreciate this. We have 6,500 of you bearing with me, bearing it out, hanging through this with me. I appreciate you being here, following this insane day, unbelievable day today as we are going through what's happening. Customer a lifetime value, delightful to gamers. That's what we want to see here. Michael, thank you. How do you become a member? We already talked about that. CNBC changed title from shares rise to shares fall, of course. We may start investing in existing e-commerce businesses. On the call over the phone right now. Thanks for the link. Creating a U.S.-based customer service team for global customer interactions is what they're talking about. Next generation assets. Expanding product offerings is what's coming up as well. Building superior customer support experience. We've already heard about this. That is real. That is going to be really interesting. U.S.-based customer care. This is what's coming up here on this story, on this company's future. They are going to be a different company going forward, and it's going to be very profitable, in my opinion. I think they're going to make a lot of money. Yes. Hell yeah. A U.S. based customer means tons of jobs. They'll replace the store jobs with the help center jobs. And the gamers will find a very comfortable place to go to for updates and news and everything else. This is almost exciting than watching the price go up. I love hearing them talk about this. Yep. Let's go. No split. The SEC wouldn't like that. Alex, what are you lying? I don't know what you're doing. I'm with you, Dan. Everybody commenting in on this whole thing. 177.55 roughly on the stock. We're having trouble getting into the show because the conference call is completely overrun with people trying to get into the deal. And what can I say? It is not easy to find a way in there right now. We're keeping an eye open for a way to join in. Let's see if we can do something else over here. Here we are here. And we've done that. Pardon me one moment. There's that. And there's that, and we are looking at that. No, can't get in. It is overbooked right now on the streams. You can't get in there. Wolfgang, blah, blah, blah. It's all I hear. What matters? Plans. 178 on the stock, I think. Rafiq, a new member. Thanks for joining the channel, Rafiq, for coming on board here with us. Nice to have you. Bruce said it could go either way. He also said aftermarket can do anything. He also said watch the next 3 days on GameStop. Bruce is neutral. Take a good look at this. It's interesting how it's only $3.84 away from where it closed at. All this activity, all this speculation, it's only $3 away from where it was at the close. We'll see as the afternoon wears on. We've had we have 2 million shares have traded in the aftermarket on this stock all day. It traded barely 11 million shares. So it's had a big turnover, and the shorters can't make it go down. They can't get it to go down. JIB, thank you for this out and out donation sticker. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming around here and joining us. Birdie, bagels and grape jelly purchase. Now all I need is a Jen. Thanks for the info, Uncle Bruce. Yes, SpaceX debris. Let's see. Give this man a like. He's working late today. Bruce, put our out membership at work. Put our membership at work. Get a Bloomberg system to get the conference call. Tighter cost controls. Things are happening here. Well, it's 176.75. It's traded over 2 million shares already this afternoon. Thank you all for being here and following with me. The stock did not get hammered. It did not go down $50 a share. It did not go down $100 a share. It went to 167. That was it. So far, that's all it's done so far on the downside. Very, very interesting how it is working here. We're watching I'm watching for any press releases or news or anything like that. They've appointed a chief operating officer. That has been done. The chief operating officer is Jenna Owens. And she starts March 29th. She brings approximately 2 decades of technology, operations, fulfillment, and supply chain experience to GameStop. Most recently, she was director and general manager for distribution and multi-channel fulfillment at Amazon. She previously held senior operations roles at Google and Honeywell. At GameStop, she will be responsible for overseeing functions that include business intelligence, fulfillment, supply chain, and store operations. Pretty good stuff. Other executive hires, Neda Pacifico, Senior Vice President of E-Commerce. Ms. Pacifico, who previously served as Chewy's Vice President of E-Commerce, has a start date of March 29th. She spent nearly 4.5 years at Amazon in a variety of customer insights and marketing roles prior to joining Chewy. Her new role, Ms. Pacifico, will lead initiatives in areas that include analytics, IU, UX, and product design. Then there's Ken Suzuki, Vice President of Supply Chain Systems. Mr. Suzuki, who previously served as Zulili's Vice President of Supply Chain Technology, has a start date of March 29th. He has more than 2 decades experience in the e-commerce, informational technology, and software engineering areas. In this new role, Mr. Suzuki will be responsible for all systems and software related to GameStop supply chain, including order management systems, OMS, and warehouse management systems, WMS. You can see the kind of people they're hiring here, stealing from other corporations like Amazon and Chewy and Zulily. We are noticing the kind of talent coming into GameStop to take this company to the next level, which is e-commerce centric. And this will be a much higher margin area of business. This will be a long-term growth area that they are coming in here big time. Don't think the stocks are going to have a tough day. I don't think the market will be that bad for GameStop. I think there may be a little dip, perhaps because shorters are going to try to dip the stock, but I have a feeling that long buyers are going to come in here, nibble up this stock, and just take everything they want to sell and just tuck it away for the next 3 to 6 to 9 months, and the stock could go substantially higher. That's my personal opinion. I'm just telling you what I think. This is kind of how I read it. But right at this moment in time, $175 is the last trade of the stock, and the volume 2.1 million shares have traded hands in the aftermarket. Substantial volume trading in the aftermarket. But I do like the people they're bringing into the company, the talent that they're bringing into the company. I'm impressed with this. I've been seeing this slight downward drift on many stocks. Seems like people catching up from lower prices. Inflation means all goes up over time. Let's see other comments here. Lawrence, thank you. Lorenzo, Shack News on Twitch is a live stream of the call. And any more comments? I think we're up to date on all those. Let's catch up to these comments over here. A lot of you folks are keeping up with me here. Thank you. You're ahead of me, actually. Thank you. E-commerce up 191%. There you go. Motley Fool is a pump and dump newsletter. I've never listened to Motley Fool. Closing more stores. Is that what that means? Exactly. They're just going to close more stores. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're closing more stores. Okay. Let's go here. I've come for the squeeze, and I'm here for the long run now. This is the way. I would. What are these comments here? I would love to do more. I'd love to see GameStop do more PC gaming stuff. We'll see how they play with this. 172 now. 172, 173, coming down a little bit again, down to 170. 167.90 was the low on the aftermarket. So we're keeping an eye on that range. 2.2 million traded now. 173 on the stock. Looks like it's inching back up to 174. Explain why this 138 million is not a concern, because in the middle of a pandemic, Companies are losing billions of dollars, billions. These guys with a loss of 138 million. This is way better than expected. The street was expecting these guys to be a bloodbath. They thought this company 6 months ago was bankrupt. They are sitting on a ton of cash. They are coming on beautifully right now. No, this is not a concern. Ben Chadwick became a YouTube member here of this channel. There's another member of the Chillin with Uncle Bruce Club, and we're at 177 on the stock. It is not a concern that it had a $138 million loss, because in the latest quarter, they turned a profit. They're turning the profit corner. They're on the other side of it. They've already come through the worst of it 3 quarters ago. This is why it is not a concern. I can't thank you enough, Uncle Bruce. Thank you for guiding us through these trenches. That's what you got to do. It's tough. 635 million cash on hand. 600. They don't owe that much. These guys are in great shape here. They're going to sell off stores for cash. If they sell off the entire country's divisions, they could raise money right now at these prices or higher. I'm certain of it, but I don't think they want to sell it this cheap. I don't think they want to give away the stock this cheap. Anyway, we're going to see how this plays out. Very interesting. Very interesting. They didn't take on any debt. They didn't dilute their stock. 68 million shares out, roughly 69 million. That's all there is. There's no stock out there. There's 400 million AMC out there. There used to only be 100. Now there's 400 million AMC. There's no stock out there on GameStop except the illegally shorted and invisibly shorted and the synthetically shorted stock that could be 150 million more shorted than actually is reported. That's why GameStop could go much, much higher. It could go much, much higher. Unbelievable. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. You will listen to the Q&A afterwards and give us your opinion tomorrow. Oh, you'll hear my opinion. Yeah, you're going to hear my opinion. Oh, yes. We'll see what's going on here. What else is being said here? Business risk remains elevated to pandemic and post-pandemic activities. They got to say that. Why wouldn't they say that? Of course. Let's go. Yes, here we are. This company isn't trading fully on fundamentals right now anyway, but the fundamentals being so good despite the pandemic and add on their new direction. And this company is looking good before shorts. It is. They're making money with their stores right now. They're already turning a profit since they were able to reopen. They got all the new product line. They can't keep the product line in stock. They've got shortages of product. Now they're going with the e-commerce platform and they're bumping that thing up 190%. That's pouring on money. That will be the direction they'll continue to go with a global audience, not just a local audience. They're not after just American buyers of product. They're after the globe. They're after the 2.4 billion gamers out there, and they are going to make a mark. Do not doubt it. They are going after these guys. Volume of 2.2 million on the aftermarket. That says something for sure. Wolfgang and the supernaturally shorted stonks too. That's right. So many shares shorted that are unaccounted for, that are going to have to be cleaned up. And I don't know how they get this stuff under 500 a share by the time they finish buying it. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how the stock won't be over 500 because of the short positions. That's just this guy's opinion. But I'm just a guy in Creston, beautiful sunny day out here in the mid 50s. What do I know? I'm only 65 years old. I've only been watching the market since 78. I don't know anything. I'm just making it all up. I'm obviously a guy here from the hedge funds. I'm a shill. That's right. I'm being paid to sit here by hedge funds out of New York because they know the best shills are in Creston. That's what it is. Jenna, see the new Jenna. The Jenna is the new one here. Jenna is the secret to this company going forward. They got some pretty interesting people coming on board here. Yeah, we're going to hear a lot. We're going to hear a lot about their future plans, and they're going to be something else. We'll see what's going on. Hypothetically, can Elon and Cuban other whales legally buy this stock? Now yes, they can. They can buy this stock. They're individuals. Anyone's allowed to buy this stock. And if they want to announce that they own it, they can do that. Yeah, anyone can do that. Sure. If Mark Cuban buys 1,000 shares and says, I own 1,000, I like this company, he can do that. Anyone can do it. It's no problem. Jeremy became a new member. Welcome, Jeremy, new member to the channel. This is great. Dips in Mormon, dips in the evening, dips in the morning, dips in the evening, dips at supper time. When dips are on a bagel, you can eat dips anytime. Ben, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate it. We're at $170, $171 a share is where we are right now. There is no disaster happening here. The thinking was this stock was going to $100 a share. It was all over. It was a disaster. That's not the case. There's shorters trying to attack the stock, and they'll do everything they can to monkey around with this thing. Oh, absolutely. But there are long buyers coming in here going, I'm buying this stuff. I'm going long. I'm going long for a year. I like the direction these guys are headed. These guys are on their way. No questions whatsoever. Interesting. They just expect more announcements. Yeah, just get ready. You're going to hear so much more from the company. They are unleashed now. They are unchained. They can start talking. But in the meantime, we have to watch the stock 166.30. Again, watch for this. Watch for these dumps where these short sellers are going to try to manipulate this market. Now that the call's over, now that the numbers are out, they're going to try to bounce this around 162.93. Those of you who are thinking of buying on a dip, there might be a chance here. You might get some around 160.61. I don't know. You can try. I don't know. That's what I'm looking at right now. It is jumping around. Jonathan, thank you for this donation. I appreciate it very, very much. 160.14. There it is. It's a little lower. Is the company in trouble? No. Is the stock being manipulated with? Yes. 161.02. It can go down $5, $10. It can go up $15, $20 in a minute. Either way, anytime. That's all I can tell you, folks. It's 161.02, 161.80, 163.41, depending on which device you're following. I got 3 different devices going at 3 different quotes right now. 163 now, 162 now. It's jumping. Jehoshaphat's jumping. What can I tell you? Thank you guys for being with me today. As we're covering the aftermarket a little bit here on GameStop, just trying to figure out what's going on. 159. There's a print for the printers. But again, it's aftermarket trading. 158.03. Another attack coming in. 2.4 million traded. Someone's trying to sell stock and get it to drop. So the put contracts may be open tomorrow in the money. 157.50. I don't know if the stock will be down here, though, when we start trading on the New York Exchange by tomorrow. This is just an opportunity that might be presenting itself for some of you to grab this at a cheap price, but I'm just saying, up to you. David, Europe markets and Asia are going to pump this up while we are catching some Z's tonight. That should be interesting, too, on Frankfurt Exchange. What happens there? Quite interesting. Bruce, go to YouTube and search for Smash TJ, then rewind live video about 20 minutes. This is the beginning of the GameStop conference. I'll watch this later. Don't worry. I'll cover it. We'll see what's going on. We will follow this. 161, someone is telling me now. Sam, hey, Bruce, it also says they may sell stock to fund transformation. It says in the report, comment, please. They're allowed to say that. They do have a pre-cleared funding if they want to do it. I don't think they're going to do it down here. I doubt very much if they'll do it down here. 159.90, 160 a share right now. 158 a share right now. I doubt that they will do that at these prices, but we'll see. Time will tell. They don't need money right now. They've got cash. 158, 156 right now, jumping about. Oot and about is where the stock is right at this moment. 156 on volume of 2.4 million on the stock. 156.37 on GameStop, down $25 from the close on Friday. On the close tonight. I thought it would open here. I thought it would go right here, right after the market closed. I thought it would go right away to this 150 range, 155 range. They would just take out all kinds of buyers. It took a while. They finally gathered up some steam, but the stock hit 198 already, and I don't know if it's going to hit higher than that again. Right now, 156.64 on the stock, 2.5 million shares, as the short sellers are trying to attack a thinly traded market to try to cause havoc. But I don't know if this will be the take by the time we open tomorrow on the New York Stock Exchange. It could well be that the shares are in the 180 to 200 range right off the bat tomorrow morning. This might be a limited opportunity to steal some cheap paper. But this is just me speculating. At 152 a share right now is where it's at. It is trading fairly steadily. They are bringing in stock. There are buyers coming in to try to catch it. As I say, this is what the strategy is right now. If you're a seller of stock, you don't usually sell stock this way to maximize your returns. You don't sell stock in a panic if you're trying to maximize how much money you're getting from your holdings. The only reason you would sell stock the way this is being sold right now is to try to shake the confidence of the holders of the stock and try to scare them out and try to convince them that the sky is falling. Well, the sky isn't falling. It's 157 right now. It's popped up already $6 from 151. I don't know. Chad is here and he's a member of this channel, which means only good things happen from here on out because Chad has joined us. How can it be bad now? Farmer, when they refer to earnings per share, are they including the synthetic shares of that average? No. They're only talking about the 67 or 68 or 69 million that actually exist. Only the stock that exists. Now, if the company were to do a special dividend, if they were to offer a $5 special dividend per share from the 600 million they got lying around, they don't have to pay out $350 million because there's only 70 million shares out there. Those who are short though would have to pay $5 a share dividend to for all the stock they haven't got, and that could be 160 million more shares they haven't got. That would be an $800 million problem that the short sellers would have that the company could create in a moment's notice. Anyway, I don't know if that'll happen, but fun times. Flipping, you said they were in for a conference call, Bruce. He said he would do the play-by-play in the farm. So I tried, but I got locked out. Everyone got locked out. Who didn't get locked out? I got locked out. A lot of us got locked out of the conference call. So I'm just following it here. 158 on the stock, 159 on the stock. It's come up $8 now in the last 2 minutes as it's coming back on. The seller ran out of gas. They have no more stock to sell. Too many buyers coming in to clean up the loose paper. It can jump $10-15 the other direction at a moment's notice without selling. It can go higher. If more selling comes in, it'll go lower. It is a battle. It is a battle. 159.92 up and down and all around we go, kids. Where it lands, nobody knows. But right now, 158 on the stock as it jumps about out and about. 158.40, 159.48 now on the GameStop shares. There's buying coming in. There's buying coming in on the stock, and the selling might have run out of gas. Again, I don't know. Is it one guy that wanted out, got out, and now there's buying coming in? Could be. Let's see. 2.58 million shares traded now. From what I can tell you, the low looked like it might have been I thought it was 151, but I'm having trouble discerning whether it's been lower than that in the post market or not. We'll follow it and see where it wants to tell us what it's doing. Wolfgang, thank you. If I were GameStop, I would really get those. I would make them mad. I would, PS those guys. Chad, do you think GameStop will go into mobile gaming due to Robinhood's huge stake in Apple? What? That makes no sense, Chad. Why would GameStop do anything because of Apple's stake with Robinhood? That makes no sense. I don't know what you're talking about there. Low 151, someone just told me. KW, did they say how many shorts were shorted or outstanding? I don't know if we heard anything like that. I'm not sure. There was no one allowed to ask questions. They only made statements. And I think what we're going to get now are releases, press releases like crazy. Now, it's possible. It is possible that in the next day or 2 or 3, some of these management people will go in front of a camera. But I'm not sure which camera they'll go in front of. That will be interesting to see who they talk to, who they don't talk to. We'll follow that closely. 158.98, 159 on GameStop, 159.86 on GameStop. It is coming on again right now. 2.6 million shares traded on GameStop. It looks like at 159.99, there seems to be a wall at 160. Will they go through 160? Will they go through it like butter? 160.98 went through 160 like a hot knife through butter. 161, it even looked like it's going to trade at. This is jumping around again, coming on rather than going down. Looks like the knee army has shown up again. The knees are coming in, and the stock is going up to 160 now. All the knees are coming in, and the stock cannot stay down anymore. It is going higher. Maybe that's what's going on. Here come the knees. I feel the knees coming. Here they are. They're coming in right there. The knees are coming in. 4,900 thumbs ups, 169 thumbs down. Thank you for the beautiful ratio to thumbs up versus thumbs down. Hit the thumbs up button. Help this little YouTuber out. Keep us going and show YouTube that this is the fun place. The knee army is coming in here with the knee emojis. How can a stock stay down with the knee emojis coming out? It's impossible. You cannot stop the knees. They are coming through here. It's an army of knees. Thank you, everybody, for your support of this channel. Love you guys. Around we go. I got in. Biggest takeaway is they're expanding catalog to incorporate PCs, PC parts, monitors, PC accessories. Also more competitive delivery. Try to become one-stop shop for gamers. That's exactly what I was expecting to hear. I'm thinking that's right. Chad is saying, sorry, I meant to say Ryan Cohen, not Robin Hood. Ryan Cohen, I meant to say in my previous comments. The RH means two things, I guess. They did not say how many, but I think it's 160 million or more. It's a ton. It's a ton. If I were GameStop, I wouldn't piss off Ryan Cohen. I wouldn't want to piss him off. That's what that comment was. And I understand that. Yes, you don't want to make him mad. But then again, maybe he's an easygoing guy and he'll just slowly kill you with performance. He'll just slowly kill you by the company making a ton of money. And he'll just slowly kill the shorts by the company making more money than the people ever thought they could make. And the returns being higher than they ever thought they could be. Maybe that's what's going on. The knees are coming out. Locked out. It's cool, bro. Like Bruce said, the aftermarket is the wild, wild west. The dust will settle at the market open. It will. The knees are all over. We've got 5,100 thumbs ups now. Thank you for the thumbs ups. We are out dueling the thumbs downs big time. Keep them coming in, guys. Hit the thumbs up button. Get me to 6,000 thumbs ups right now. Let's go. That's only 900 from here. We have how many people here? 7,700 are here. Only 5,200 thumbs ups. I bet you 5,000 have got thumbs ups you haven't used yet. Hit the thumbs ups. Let's go. The knees are doing their part. The thumbs ups have got to do their part. Let's go with this thing. 159.35 on the stock. It's coming back. It's coming back up. How high will it go? Depends how many thumbs ups and knees we see. That must be the ratio. That must be the linkage. There's got to be an answer to this whole thing. How can there be so many shorts? It's because there aren't enough knees. Maybe that's it. 159.50, 158, 159, jumping around like crazy. 5,500 thumbs up. They're coming in. They're coming in hard. So are the thumbs downs. We got 194 thumbs downs. We got 5,500 thumbs ups. We got to stay well ahead of those thumbs downs. Those AMC players are against us, and the GameStoppers are for us. What can I say? It's an incredible battle between the knees. 5,500 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for those thumbs ups. Make it happen, you guys. I love you guys. You're great. Thank you. Oh, my, are we having fun. I can't wait for tomorrow morning. I'll be here 1 hour before the opening on the air. I'll probably be watching well before I'm on the air, of course. We'll keep on top of this market, see what it wants to do. 158.96 now on the stock. Low of 151, I think it was, on this aftermarket mayhem that we've had going on. The battle royale is happening between longs and shorts, puts and calls, good and evil. The evil empire is trying to stop this stock from going up. The good guys are coming around. Let's see what happens here. Han Solo and R2-D2, we got to get in there and so to defend this stock. 155.37 is the last trade on GameStop. 2.7 million traded. Can't argue with good volume in the aftermarket. That's serious aftermarket volume. The financials, to me, they weren't that bad at all. The first quarter looked pretty good. But the first reaction you're probably going to get on the television and the folks with the big media will be negative. The first reaction will be negative against GameStop. It'll be the bias against it will continue. Then as days go by and the hours go by, you're going to start hearing from other folks who are covering the stock, the bloggers and others. You're going to notice that they're going to talk about the shift of the company, the staff they are hiring, these announcements they're making of this new staff joining this company from Amazon, from other online companies, senior people they're bringing in to transform GameStop from the brick and mortar company they used to be to the company they're becoming. And this is just this Chinese water torture, one drop at a time, just going to drive the shorters crazy, and it's going to take them out. It's going to take them out. They've got a problem right now. They're not short 20 million shares. They're short hundreds, tens of millions of shares. I think 150 million could be shorted out there through all kinds of means and methods. which are declared and undeclared, real and synthetic. There's all kinds of positions out there that are against the stock that will have to buy back in sooner or later. They got to buy it back. They're trying to buy it back lower, but its stock doesn't really want to give up the ground that they think it can. We'll see tomorrow how this pre-market opens up, and then the market itself in the New York. There's a lot of folks out there overnight that are going to hear the story about GameStop, and they're going to wonder, oh, is it bad? Is it bad? They're going to read the article and go, it's not that bad. Those financials aren't bad. The fourth quarter was great. They're making money. They've turned around. This is a pandemic they just came through. They came through it very well. Why are these shares down here? Oh, I know. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it's those hedge funds. 161.50 right now. It's those hedge funds. That's why the stock's down. That's not going to happen. Yeah, we're going to see what's going on here. It's going to be a lot of fun. Very active day tomorrow and Thursday and Friday. It is going to be heavy duty. So if you had to bet 2 huge Costco crates of bagels against it, what are the chances this stock goes back to the 2-handy by tomorrow? Well, I wouldn't put it past the stock that it could do that. I wouldn't. It could easily break 200 tomorrow, easily. But will it? That's the question. It closed at 181.75 on the New York Stock Exchange. It's now 161 on the aftermarket. It was at 151 15 minutes ago. Could it be 191 later this evening already? Yeah. Could it be 215 in the pre-market tomorrow morning? Yeah. Could it be 240 during the day tomorrow? Easily. But could it also be at 150, 160? Yes. It could be. It's a question of how many dollars do the hedge funds want to keep putting up, because they're just getting their butts handed to them. They're gonna lose big time. 162 on the stock. They're gonna lose. The army of small investors coming in to buy this stock for cash will not go away, and it's expanding. People coming into the stock that have never owned it before, and they're going to pick this off because at these prices, this is attractive. Because the thinking is down the road. This stock's not going to be anywhere near this price down the road. Whether it's a 3 months, 6 months, a year, nowhere near 164 a share. It's 164 now. It's gone up $13 since the low. It's coming on, and it will keep coming on, and will keep coming on. And the shorters are going to find that they can't get the multi-millions of stocks, the shares they need. They can get 100,000. They can get 50,000. They can't get 3 million shares. They can't get 5 million. These guys need 100 million plus. They're not going to get it down here. You're going to have to move this. This market will move much higher for those guys to get up. They talk a strong, tough talk. They got billions behind them, but they hate losing it. They really hate losing it, and they are in trouble. I think they're in trouble. We're going to see, kids. Zhai Kang Zhao. Thank you. Zhi Kang Zhao. I can't pronounce. ZKS. Thank you for joining this channel, buddy. Appreciate you coming in here. Love you guys coming into this channel. Members from around the world are joining this family, and I appreciate all of you for this. 163.50 now on the stock. I just don't think it's going to go down that much. I really think that the snapback will be dramatic, severe, and relentless, and shorters will be burned badly. David, Bruce, is it bad to buy aftermarket since GameStop is down? Also, cannot find your shirt on your official Redbubble store. You can pick it up here. I mean, there's nothing wrong buying it down here. I mean, look, 162, 155, I mean, this is, to me, this is anyone selling here is. Anyone selling here can't be selling because they think the company is going to zero. I can't imagine that. I think the selling here is targeted short selling to try to drive the price down. This is an attack on the stock. This is not sensible investors who were wrong that they thought the company would go up and it's going down. I'm going to get out now. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. I think 90% of this action are day traders trying to drive the market to scoop it up cheaper, or they're short at a lower level. They're trying to help themselves out by getting it down, or there are friends of friends of friends who have put contracts who are trying to run this thing down so that the puts will open up at a nice premium tomorrow morning on the New York Exchange, and they'll score the big touchdown on the puts. The problem is puts don't trade right now. Just the stock is trading. And the morning opening in the morning could be substantially different than what you see here. That's kind of what I'm wondering. Flipping, I think the shorts are those that like that take up the I won't make you say it. GameStop will not turn itself into its core. We are the people. Are those that like to take it up the I want to. Oh, I see. Okay, all right, I get it now. I'm not gonna read that again. Oh man. Please ban John Van. Oh man. Don't ban me, please. Oh man. Please ban John Van. Please don't ban me. Please ban John Van. Please don't ban me. Please ban John Van. Please don't ban me. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the 5,700 thumbs ups, folks. 208 down. Not so bad. 208 down, 5,700 up. We got a good ratio here going. Thank you for the thumbs ups, everybody. We'll do the best we can. Oh man. I tell you, you got me working today, and I'm having fun. But I'm getting ready to shut this down. I'm getting ready to take some time off now. Get ready for tomorrow. We're going to watch the rest of this aftermarket just off the corner of my eye. But I'm not too concerned about this stock. I'm not worried about it. If you buy any, buy it now. Get it. If you want some, pick it up here. Grab some of this stuff. Yeah, I would pick some of this up if I were you guys. But you have to make up your own minds with your own money. It's not for me to make that decision for you. Hey, Uncle B, this went far below a 10% drop after the close. Does the SSR apply? I don't think it applies on the aftermarket. I think it only applies on the market. Oh God, is AMC dead after today? GME seems to be the play. I don't know. AMC looked pretty bad. It looked pretty rough. Man, oh man. Aftermarket on GameStop. Oh, on AMC. Oh my gosh. AMC 1036 on AMC now. That's as low as it got today. That's where it is right now in the aftermarket. It does not look good on AMC. 182, 162 on GameStop, down 1975. 3.1 million traded. There's people buying this up, you know. Every seller, there's a buyer. There are buyers buying at 162 going, thank you. Can I have another? Thank you. Can I have another? Give me your stock. Come on. I'll take it off you. These buyers are picking this up. If this was down $19 on 60,000 shares, I'd be nervous. But it's not. It's traded 3 million. The first 2 million, the shares were up into the 190s, up to 198. Now it's only traded 1 million back day here. There's not that much, but the buyers are buying it. You give it to me. I'll take it off your hands down here. Just telling me that this thing is going to whipsaw the other way. This slingshot could take off the other direction. But we have to get through this aftermarket. We have to get through tonight. We got to get through tomorrow morning. We'll take a look at what's going on with the numbers and the reaction of media and bloggers. And we'll keep an eye on what's going on. There you have it, guys. That's it from Creston, British Columbia. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for following me today. Thank you for the 5,800 thumbs ups that came in today. That's not bad. Thank you. Only 200 on the downside. That is a very nice ratio. Any more thumbs ups out there? Hit them now, guys. Get me up there. Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, 1 hour before the opening, and see what this market wants to bring us. We'll follow all the hits, and they'll just keep on coming. Thank you, guys, again for all your support of this channel. Have a wonderful evening. And let's see what the market wants to bring us tomorrow morning. Another day of fun till Daddy takes the T-Bird away. All right, I've got to go. I got to go. I'm just double checking, make sure I haven't missed anybody comments. I think I got all those there. Yes, the members are here. Bruce, you better not ban me. Please don't ban me. Please don't ban me, Bruce. Please don't ban me. Don't ban me. Please don't ban me. Please don't ban me. Don't ban me. Don't ban me. Please don't ban me, Bruce. Don't ban me. Please don't ban me. I don't want to ban anybody. I want to love everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And Stock Markets with Bruce, finally going to sleep. Good night. Have a good night. I say to all of you, we'll see you in the morning. Bye for now.